All right. Well, welcome. We are streaming Blood on the Clock Tower. Today we are going to, we're here at HyperX over at the Luxor. Randall is here with me. We are running games with our local group, also local attendees for our future con for October, the Magicians, Gamblers, and Drunks. We're going to be playing TB for this first game. We have 9 players, so that means we have 5 townsfolk, 2 outsiders, and then 1 minion and 1 demon.
And we have our spread set up right here.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and put them in the bag and let the players pick.
For those that are new to the game, the ones that Randall just picked up are going in the bag. These 3 that are left down on the bottom will be our bluffs. All right. Each player picks 1 token and then passes the bag. That token is secret. That token will be their roll. The players also have a script in front of them, which gives a list of all of the rolls, and that script looks like this.
I have no idea what it is.
So that they can see all the possible rolls that are going to be in the game. However, obviously, they know there's only going to be 9. And they do know the breakdown because on the back of their script, we have a breakdown here for how many players that we have and how many of each type of character is in the game.
We're going to go ahead and now collect the players' tokens and put them in our grim here.
Sounds good. Once Rando collects the grim, or the tokens, we will then get a shot of each person's roll, and you'll get to see each one as who they are. And then as we play the game, you'll get to see how they bluff, which character they may tell people who they actually are, or they may tell people who they're not, and try to play as a character that they're not.
So bad. I thought we were going to be projected on there.
Imagine they're recording the group.
Yeah. Open your identity.
No, so if you have questions or you forget something, you can go ask the console and you guys will go off to the side. That's only during the day.
All right.
So, Rando, are you going to wear like a cape or anything?
No, no cape this time.
No cape.
I saved that for Dale's house.
Okay.
So, for those of you at home,
I like
this player.
dress up. Pokemon Soul Tonight. Gym bass.
I'm gonna be the Undertaker.
All the way around to Dale.
You mean the wrestler?
What?
The wrestler? You're going to dress like the wrestler?
If you were to just take this like this, you'll see it just goes in a horseshoe. We'll start the night order. For those that are interested, this is the night order. He will be following each step as it comes down to each character. Obviously, some of these characters aren't in play, so he'll just skip over that spot. But
Totally.
that is where we're at. I have a picture, so I will go over there so that you can't hear me as I talk.
I can't have. Well, you can always go staring back at this table.
The grill is on.
You can do it over.
Did you see it already?
No, I
I
saw.
want to get a picture of your reminder tokens. So these little circles that Randall is putting down are reminder tokens. They dictate what action that roll is doing and what reminds Randall throughout the game who saw what and when they saw it, and if that person is picked, what they will see.
You guys all got the link, right? It's on the Discord.
Yeah, just
But
don't open
Don't look, don't
don't
look, don't
open
look,
it
don't
because
open it, don't open it.
they're broadcasting the
Yeah.
grimoire.
Yeah.
I have the
Let
stream
me go to
open.
the restroom right now.
No cheating.
I wasn't
Have you already stream sniped,
I'm
Dale?
totally not going to Discord right now to find out.
Plenty of time.
We're all totally not looking at it.
And then you can, review how we are.
Do we need to re-rack?
Yeah, and I'll like
No.
look at your
They're just looking at our screen. I'm very
You don't need to re-rack, but maybe don't play screen with the Grim at all of us who are playing the game.
Yeah. Awesome.
Look at this screen.
Thank you, Dale.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not cheat, and you're making it really hard. Is the Grim going to be up there next?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
now it blocks your entire height.
Are we on screen? The screen?
No, because they're showing the grimoire on the stream.
We are.
So don't look at the stream.
Just for those that have not played with us before, just so you know, when we enter the night phase, everybody's eyes will be closed. That doesn't stop you from talking, obviously. You can talk as much as you want. You can talk about the game. You can talk about the weather. Anything you like. Just don't talk about the things that are happening right now. Like somebody's like, oh, I just woke up and I picked Esther. Esther's going to die tomorrow. Let's not do that. So you can talk about anything you want. You can even talk about the game. Just don't talk about what's happening at night. And then future nights go on. You will also have information. Just try not to divulge information that has not been public knowledge already. Also, try not to answer Randall verbally. So saying okay is a dead giveaway that you woke up. So just kind of nod your head.
Lots of thumbs.
Yeah. So.
Numbers.
And for those that have not played, just so you know, during the day you can come up and talk to myself or Randall and have a storyteller consult. Most everybody will at some point. It's not suspicious. It's not bad gameplay. It's encouraged. We want to encourage you to learn the mechanics, and if you have a question about mechanics, certainly come and ask us. The one thing about this game that is special is that no matter what side anybody is on, they will not lie about how the game works. They will tell you how the game works. They may lie about who they are or what they're doing, but they're not going to lie about how the game works and interacts with different people.
Interesting. With 7 players, there's no outside.
Yeah, we played that before.
Reset?
But generally, you get a Baron, and then you get more outside.
Yeah. I'm
All
embarrassed.
right, let me get a picture of this so that I can see it when I'm over there.
5-2-1-1.
All right,
No,
do your thing.
So we have 5 cats, 2 outsiders. What kind of lunch? 1 minion and 1 dude.
Wow, which one are you going to show for this?
So I am intending to show, I don't know, like 2005 team music.
I don't even know that it's 2005 team. So if you're mayor, if only 3 players live and no execution occurs, your team wins.
So I just paid $7.
I was fighting.
Yeah.
Casino prices.
Casino prices.
Do you like use that paper because the belts are...
That's why they're giving the space for free.
Okay.
It's a loss leader.
So he'll just have to
It's
guess.
like when I go to Starbucks at the casino across the street from where I live. It's like $9.
Oh yeah. Oh. You can. That is technically correct. That is right. All right.
Streaming it on
Sweet.
that TV too. At the bar.
That's why I tell everybody.
Don't look at the bar. Do not actively look at the bar. All right.
He was like, who is it?
I've not been to Joe's house either.
So.
Yeah, but it wasn't his house.
Please go to sleep.
Can they turn the channel on the bar? Because I don't want to look at the. I wouldn't want to cheat and look at the grimoire.
Oh, wait, are they broadcasting the Grim up on the screens?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
he's-
at the bar.
It's not.
At the Genius Bar?
Genius bar.
All right. So Randall's going to start the night order. The first up is the minion info. So
So has anybody been to
the
Planet
start of the
Hollywood
game,
and had
there
their
are a few
$5.99
characters that will
lunch over at Ocean
before the minions.
I tell all the
But
people who come to
generally,
Vegas, my friends, to go there.
the minion
They
is-
need a cheap meal.
So
It's called Ocean One. It's in the
is
shopping
the
area.
is our spy. So she's learning that Esther is the demon.
It's an actual restaurant. It's
And
a
that's
sit-down
the only
restaurant.
information that she'll get as far as the setup is concerned.
$1.99 lunch. No, it's like.
And then Randall is going to move over to the
It's a
demon,
really great deal.
which is Esther. Always a very good demon. And she is learning that her sister is a minion. She won't learn
I actually have
who her sister is, as in which character she is, but she'll learn that she is on. Those are the only two players in a circle that will learn that they're on the same team. Everybody else is kept in the dark. So right now, Esther, the demon, is learning 3 roles that aren't in play. They were the ones at the bottom of the grim, and that is the chef, the slayer, and the empath.
If you want the really, really cheap stuff, it's
And
easy.
those 3 roles are guaranteed
Just have to
not
be
to be
willing
in
to drive
play,
your car.
so that when she's asked what she is, she can bluff
Remember,
as
I was
one
in
of
North
those.
Vegas.
Now,
It's
her
like
minion
little
will not learn
Tijuana.
these
Cars
bluffs,
are on
but
dogs. Friend of mine directed me to this next to the
special setup,
have your eyes open the whole time.
minion is actually a spy, which is going to be the next action scene. And the spy is actually unique, so normally the minion would not learn the bluffs or anything else other than what they need to do at night. But the spy actually gets to see the grim. They will actually get to see who everybody is. They can take a picture if they
You
like,
know that, that garlic sauce?
and they will also see the bluffs. Randall is also going to show, if you saw the reminder tokens, you remember that the librarian, the librarian is a special character, and they see 2 people in the circle, and one of those people is an outsider. Now, the spy is not an outsider, but the special ability of the spy is that they can register as a good player. So it's kind of like a false registration. So the spy is going to register today as the butler. So Yoon is learning that the librarian, which is her son, is going to see her and somebody else as the butler. And in this scenario, there are 2 outsiders in the game. Now, however, the recluse and the saint are the actual 2 outsiders for the game. But because the spy is seeing as the butler, everybody's going to think it's a Baron game. All right, Randall is now waking up the washerwoman. The washerwoman is a character that learns 2 people. They are going to learn that one of them is a librarian. So they're seeing Yule and Yoon as the librarian. And obviously, Yule is the only one who is the librarian. But the washerwoman will not know which one. So during the day, they'll have to go over and talk to each one of them and figure out which one is the librarian. And then once they've confirmed that, they will essentially know a good player. But that is just the basic of the game. There could be a poisoner or there could be a drunk in the game which gave them wrong information, so they don't know actually who they are. Now in this scenario, Yule is waking up as a librarian, and he will learn 2 people are a specific outsider. So they will learn that one of 2 people are the butler. But as we said before, the spy, which Randall is pointing to now, was actually just the spy and registering as the butler. There is no butler in the game. But the interesting part of that is that Randall also pointed to the recluse. So when Yule goes up to the recluse and says he's a librarian that sees an outsider, the recluse may say, well, I am an outsider, but he's not the correct outsider that Yule saw. So that'll be interesting. Next up is the investigator. And the investigator is a new player. The investigator sees 2 people, and those 2 people, one of them is to be a minion. in this scenario, the recluse is similar to the spy. The spy registers as a good player in some instances, and the recluse is a good player that registers as a bad player or an evil player. So in this instance, Randall showed the investigator that the fortune teller or the recluse is the poisoner. Obviously, neither one is the poisoner, but the recluse will be the ping in that. All right, now it's the fortune teller's turn, and they will get to pick two people. When they pick two people, Randall will tell them yes or no. In this instance, they picked two people, and he gave them a yes, meaning that one of them is the demon. However, on this script, the fortune teller, once in play, adds a special reminder token that says red herring. So meaning that the demon will register a yes, and whoever that reminder token is will also register as a yes. So she'll have potentially two people that are demon candidates. But on this script, because we have the recluse, they can also register as a demon. So if she goes around and picks, she could potentially find 3 demons on the script, and she won't know which one is which.
She did in fact pick the recluse if you were watching.
I did.
And I gotta get it all the time to help her bluff in case that becomes the bluff that they use.
So yeah, so she now thinks that the one of the recluse or the saint is the demon, which is sketchy.
You actually picked the Undertaker.
Oh, sorry, the Undertaker. That's better than the Saints. We didn't go over the Saint or the Undertaker.
I'm gonna wake them up.
Okay. The Undertaker learns people's roles, but only if they're executed during the day. So when we wake them up, they will get a chance to break out into their sections.
After
And
a
then we'll have
long
nominations, and
night,
then we'll go over the Undertaker
I hope you guys
and
got
Saint
some
tomorrow.
good rest. I was sleeping peacefully until I don't know what happened. Some demon came in and killed me.
I had a dream about that just now.
Now Dale is pulling things through my shirt.
He's pulling the entrails out.
It's never happened before, I can tell you that.
And stuffing things into your pants.
Yes, well, I didn't say anything about that. But please find the demon.
Who killed you mercilessly by pulling your
With a-
entrails out?
Yes,
He was killed with
exactly,
a mic cord.
exactly. I will give you 5 minutes. We'll try to keep this game moving along. And
Killed with a mic cord.
Yep.
Okay,
Who wants to talk to me?
so I'm going to let you guys know I am the Luxor woman because I have to let this out, otherwise I may just die in the middle of the night.
Okay, so you want to say you're the washer?
I am the Luxor woman, and either you or his mom are the librarian.
Yeah, all 3 of us.
You or his mom are the librarian.
Either you or his mom is the librarian.
Yes.
We'll go to that
And
corner.
if you're the librarian, come forward because, yeah.
You might as well get your information out to the world.
But the thing is, if one of them is evil, you've now told them how they can block.
No, because when you're the librarian, you give out your information immediately.
to say how funny.
I've never seen
Well,
that
by
done.
now, by
No,
now,
I'm just saying, but
Because the librarian only gets it once.
Yeah.
So you start then knowing
You guys have to have an evil genius.
walk all the way over here.
Gosh.
Yeah.
oh, that's true.
Yeah. I have never seen anybody come out as librarian right at the beginning because there are a lot of different complications when you do that.
When you do that, you have that one and done skill.
Yeah, but you can still do that when you're dead.
Do you want to try?
Now you eliminated voting power.
He learns 2 people. Only one of them is going to be the role that you saw if you are the librarian. You can confirm that you're the librarian. But if you are the librarian, you would have saw 2 people and a role. One of those 2 people is that role.
No, he just pointed to her and showed me.
So wait, if I start out as a
I think he did show you it too, you just didn't catch the other one. You just got lucky.
If I die, I don't.
You gotta keep in mind, you gotta keep talking and playing the game when you're done. There's no particular.
Because I wasn't sure. Because
There's no urgency in getting.
I'm a little confused because
Keep in mind that
this is the board,
I could be drunk.
and he said I'm that.
No, you were the spy, but he saw you
just speak from
as,
personal experience.
because the spy can register as a good player.
Oh, so that's the rule
That
that
he-
he's going to register me. So
Yeah.
now I've
The washerwoman has been
because I was a little confused. I was like, wait, I got this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All right.
Because you're in the team meeting over now. And I watched you play the Washington.
Okay.
Is it over?
Okay.
So I was
Oh,
and then everybody
I'm either this one
that's you.
or I am this one.
but I
Oh, interesting. You'll just confirmed me as the board.
any of you had new powers.
Oh, great. Okay.
Thanks. Okay.
Huh? I'm not
Solomon? Yeah. So then that would be. But
So I could maybe put little tables for them to talk at, unless you prefer them. They don't need tables.
Ooh, empath.
you are? Okay. Yeah, those are the bowls. Yeah. Those are the deads.
They do have cameras.
That aren't, yeah, that aren't in play.
preset them ahead of time.
But I think you need to kill that one. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there is a.
Alright. Those are the things to do the dispersing part.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Only fun when you guys are on the same team, right?
Or I'm that. Okay. Okay.
Oh, 100% would have been broken.
The only danger in that, though, is that you might be drunk. Hopefully, there's usually somebody who is drunk at the beginning of the game.
I'm sure.
What was the conversation that was happening at the table before?
Check.
Being drunk just means that you get bad
Alicia
information.
just came out as washerwoman and gave her information.
Oh, okay. Do you remember what it was?
Librarian medium or is the librarian.
Oh, okay.
And then
Notes
you
are
were
common
telling her
occurrence.
all the reasons why you shouldn't do that right at the beginning. Because she didn't understand that. She didn't understand the implications of how he was interpret that,
Yeah.
or how the evil team would take advantage of that.
Yeah. But it probably in this setting reads true-ish.
Yeah, but it's just that the bad team would use that information.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So either you or medium is going to be like wrestling away from you. I'm writing down your deadline, and she will be killed.
Oh, is this definitely?
Well, no, if she's... We don't need to kill her, though. Like,
No, I'm not talking about execution. I'm talking about the team.
why would they kill her?
That would be that's true. Maybe not.
Because she already came out with her information. She's bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is time to head back to town. Yeah, 5 minutes. All right, guys, let's head back to town.
So after a few
back to
minutes, we
town.
always come back to town. We only allow generally 5 minutes to 6 minutes on the first day for private conversations, and then we come back. The storyteller has to monitor
We're
how
missing
much time
one.
to give town because they
We're
want to
missing
balance
one.
the game, and you can't give too much time to town because
Well-
the good team will figure out things, but you also can't cut them
Oh,
short.
he's
Otherwise, they
he's
won't have time to
he's
figure
at
it
the
out.
bar. He's probably
It
just the
depends
drunk.
on how
He's at
much
the bar looking at
the good team knows. Will depend on how much
Wow, I
time
couldn't tell you
town
that.
gets for the day.
Yep. So at any time, players can do a storyteller consult and ask the storyteller privately
Oh, okay.
any question they'd like.
When you said yes, that of course that just meant either of them could be the demon. I thought for some reason you were going to go like this or like this.
I will just say yes or no. Yep.
So if I need to talk to you again, say it in private.
The geopolitical.
Say what in private?
Geopolitical climate.
That I need a console.
Console? Yeah, we can just do a console at any time. When I was saying it, I was saying it for the stream.
Come out and say that they're virgin so that
All right. So we're not going to start voting clearly because Dale is not here. But if you want to discuss in town, you're welcome to discuss. He'll be back here with a drink shortly.
Darn.
That usually works.
It says on my sheet I appear as evil, so yeah.
Should we vote first?
I'm an outsider.
Oh, you are?
Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
So I'll tell the whole table I am an outsider.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying which one right now, but I'm an outsider.
And our player count is
5211.
That's correct.
If you're an outsider, then you're not the drunk because you wouldn't know.
I have heard of another outsider that is not me, so I do not believe that we have a drunk in the game. So that's useful information for all of the good information rules. That based on what I know about my own role and what I heard from someone else, that I do believe I do not think there's a drunk in the game, which means that we should be able to trust all of the information rules unless we have a police.
Have we heard of more than 2 outsiders?
Yeah.
Just in case maybe it's a Baron.
I've only heard of 2 outsiders.
I heard
only read
one.
two.
I'm
Well,
an
we have
outsider.
to according to this.
Okay, so Solomon, you're an outsider? Oh, you are?
Okay. We might be in a Baron game then, because the outsider that I heard of is
does
not.
jive with what you know.
So I'm also an outsider. So there must be, because there are 3 outsiders in the game, there must be a Baron in play.
4 because the
4,
drunk
yeah.
well,
So then, so one of the, if you think you're a townsfolk, then you're probably.
Maybe, or maybe someone's club.
Yeah, no,
Right.
All right, I'm going to open up the day to nominations. You do not have to nominate immediately, but are open now.
So we're having a butler, a recluse, and a saint right now?
We don't know about the saint.
No, but we have 3 people saying
Supposedly that they are.
that we supposedly have 3 people saying that they're the outsider. Then we have a butler, recluse, and a saint.
All 4 of them would have to be in the game.
Yeah, you can't have 3 outsiders. It's either 2 or 4.
Yeah, it's 2 or 4.
So it's not gonna. It's gonna be an
So
even
somebody
number.
is a drunk and they don't know it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's totally possible.
So you could be drunk or you're evil.
That is a lot of outsiders and 5 townspeople.
But that narrows the minion to the Baron as opposed to anybody else.
Yeah, so it's.
I don't think that there's a Baron. I think somebody's lying.
So somebody's lying. So there's only 2 outsiders if one person's lying.
About being an outsider.
Okay.
Do you have anything to add to this conversation?
I mean, if we're taking everything at face value, that means that it's definitely a Baron game. It means that one role is drunk, there's 3 outsiders, and so that means that there's 4 outsiders in total, which means we have 5-on-1,
No,
just a few.
originally we have 5.
nomination. Only a few
So
townsfolk?
there's only 1 townsperson?
No, it would be
Well,
4.
do you think that the 3 outsider claims, which are Nigam, Solomon, and I, do you think that those are credible claims
I think
based on what you know?
there's one credible claim.
You think there's one?
At least one credible claim.
Okay.
Do you think any of those 3 claims are not credible?
I can't say yes or no to that because there's no information on that.
Okay.
I don't have any reasons to say yes or no.
All right.
Well, Dal, if you were the saint, wouldn't you out yourself as the saint so we would not lynch you?
All right, 3rd call for nomination.
Well,
If I were the saint.
This is a very peaceful town.
If he dies by execution, the good
Right. The good side
automatically
loses. Right.
Oh, are you saying that you're the same?
I'm not saying that.
Oh,
He's
okay.
not saying it's the
Asked
same.
me if I was the same,
Got it.
wouldn't
Oh,
I
okay.
just say this? And I said, if I was the same, I might wait until I was nominated.
I will close the day in 30 seconds.
Oh.
I nominate Catherine.
Okay, Dale has nominated Catherine. What's your accusation?
Well, she's not one of the legion of outsiders that we have, so that means that there's probably a 50-50 chance she's evil. So let's start killing some people.
I can assure you Legion is not on the script, not in the game.
Okay.
That's not the legion.
You don't want to kill me. I'm definitely a townsfolk. I'm definitely a good player. I don't feel comfortable revealing exactly who I am just yet, but I'm definitely a good player. You don't want to kill me. I can say I think I told Alice I'm either the soldier or the Raven's Keeper. So that's my defense.
All right.
I'm definitely not. You don't want to lose me.
What did you say you told me?
5 would put Catherine on the block, and we will start with Solomon.
No, that's not what you said. You said
Do you
were
wanna
the
I'm
walk
going to
slayer.
around?
abstain. I will give her one more.
Here we go.
Randall, do you maybe want to take this chair out?
I mean, I'm going to vote no.
We
But
can do
if
it.
you get
We're
accused
doing
again
it.
tomorrow,
Okay, voting. We're voting.
Voting.
1,
Too late, Esther.
2, 3.
Oh,
It's very slow.
I did.
3 is not enough.
They did the duck duck goose method because people weren't noticing.
You guys need to pay attention when we're
Which
voting.
method do you prefer?
What Joe was
I don't
just
think
doing. The duck
I was
goose.
counting Joe's, but the problem is people behind him won't see because we have a table here instead of a big circle. So whoever he's
But if
behind
What if
can't
you-
necessarily
what if
see.
you, like nudge in there and then you do the clock tower and you can do it on camera if you stand right there.
I think I am on the camera.
No, I mean
Yeah.
if you, but then we can all see who you're pointing at because
I would just watch
what
Randall.
we just did didn't work.
Just watch me, and then you're being pointed at. That means Joe is behind you, and then your vote is being counted.
Yep.
Catherine, I'm sorry. Which two did you tell
The
Alice?
I thought I told her, maybe I made a mistake. I thought I told her the Raven Keeper and the soldier.
All right.
What else do we want to
20
You
seconds.
told me
Day's ending in 20 seconds. Who do we
I might
want
have
to
made a
kill?
mistake.
So in my head, I'm thinking that there's basically 4 people that
We're out of time for
There are 3
conversation.
people.
We have
I
10
would like to
seconds
nominate
nominate
Solomon.
someone. There you go.
Okay.
Because
Alicia
he says
has
he's gonna
nominated
register as
Solomon.
evil.
yeah. Well, I already outed myself that I'm the recluse. I'm going to show up as evil. So, I mean, what are the other options? I'm the Baron. I'm the Demon. No, I still
But
maintain.
I think based on maybe some of the other. Oh, sorry. It's your.
Okay.
No, fine.
All right. But I don't think I
Hello, how
would
are
have
you?
just if I were the demon, I would not have volunteered myself as a role that was that would have registered as evil. And I'm pretty sure there are people at this table who probably during their special power phase probably saw that I was evil, but I am not. I maintain I'm the recluse.
Well, it was either going to be you or Megan because
Okay.
there's
All right.
And
only
that
2
is-
outsiders.
We're going to start with Vivian. 5 are needed.
I think it
Here we
might
go.
be helpful to get him off the board just in case, because whether we
You can
have
count down?
empaths or fortune tellers,
1,
that information will
2,
be skewed
3,
based on the reckless information.
Didn't count Megan.
4, 5. 5 is enough.
Megan had her hand up.
I did count Megum. Yule did not have his hand up when I passed it.
You gotta pay attention, bud.
I kind of don't like the spot, but
Association it
maybe
is.
we'll figure out what to do instead of that spot. So with Solomon on the block, I will give another 15 seconds. No, he's not dead yet. Not dead yet. 15 seconds for further nominations before the day will end.
Autoerotic asphyxiation isn't just hanging yourself, right? There's the other part.
there's the other.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you know too much about this guy.
And with that, Solomon has been executed and dies. And the game
Token?
continues.
Does he get a voting token? No?
Your voting token is the fact that your candle is not snuffed out. When you use your dead vote, we'll cover it with the purple.
Leave it off.
Leave it off.
Leave it on.
Yep.
That means you're dead. Yeah, and then
And once you use your dead vote,
use your
yeah.
Okay, that's much easier.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody go to sleep. The game continues.
All right. I already flipped the other night phase over so that people can see. First night phase is a little bit different because we have a lot of setup stuff. And now we're going to go into the other night phase.
Is everybody pretty much?
For those that are wondering, the candles represent all the live players. If the candles are on, they're alive. If they're out, they're dead. And if they use their one dead vote, we will put a cup on top, meaning that it's snuffed out.
So before I did the night phase, I, as the storyteller, I was not privy to the conversations between the demon
Near
and
Lake Las
minion.
Vegas, and it went south.
So,
Demon might be bluffing.
so the demon, I believe, is going to bluff impact. They chose that. They found out that the spy is seen as the recluse. So, or not, the spy is seen as the butler. So those are the two bluffs that they're going to go with as of now. I don't think the spy will change since they've been confirmed earlier.
I'll make sure to give them
Oh,
time
I'm
for
so
that.
sorry. But you know what I'm talking about when I
Alright,
say Hender
for those that are wondering, we are on the other night phase. The first to act is the poisoner, however there is no poisoner in the game, so we move down through the monk, there is no monk, and the next is the
You guys
spy.
have such great antiques.
Now the spy will get to see the grim again, but the thing
There's also that
is
cute
that
pizza
the
Boulder City?
Boulder City.
we apparently we're not going to do that. We are going to jump over to the demons. They don't have to go. Randall doesn't have to go in order as long as it doesn't affect. So he chose to woke up the imp and showed them who do they want to kill.
What are you talking about?
He has done this so that when he goes to the spy will get to see who the demon chose.
That actually has all. That basically
So at
has
this
all
point,
this KKK.
I believe Randall is now going to show the spy the grim.
It's parallel to
find out
the main highway.
Going to happen.
I don't want to call it Foothill Boulevard and Boulder City.
Well, okay,
I
it's
think Randall
it
is
might be
deciding
Foothill
what
Road.
to
It's Foothill
show
something.
the
But it's on where
Undertaker,
front.
because the Undertaker gets to look at
I don't know what.
who was executed during the day. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know the guy who owns
because the
Frontline
recluse
Gaming,
was
and I know
killed, Randall does not have to show the Undertaker the recluse token. They can, but they don't have to. If they choose not to show the Undertaker the recluse token, they would see an evil token. So now the spy is getting to look at the grim. Not many changes has happened due to the fact that it's just
Minis to them.
who got killed.
Categorize them. Maybe
They will also get to see
Do you play games
that
from
the
home?
Undertaker is going to see the
Yeah.
recluse.
They sell minis in all kinds,
So
in
that
all
will be
levels
helpful
of.
information.
I was going to say.
All right, now that the spy has the grim, we move down to the Undertaker. The Undertaker is going to see the recluse.
Show you how big it is.
So Alice wakes up. He shows her the token. So they now know what the recluse is. So he showed the recluse the spy, or showed the Undertaker the spy. The question will be whether or not they believe that, due to the fact
40K,
that
which is in the future.
the recluse
Like
showed up
spaceships
in
and
a fortune teller ping, which
laser
can't happen.
guns.
The
It's
spy
like
will
and
not
then they got
fantasy,
Warhammer
register as a
set in the
demon.
future,
They will
but
only
it's
register
sci-fi,
as
so all the things that you
a
think that would
minion
normally
or
be
a good
that
player.
high magic in fantasy setting is technology.
Today is I showed the spy the grim, showing the recluse as the poisoner.
But you showed the
I
Undertaker.
the Undertaker, the spy. Hopefully that will do two things. That might alert them that the player is the recluse. They've been seen as a poisoner by the original investigator and as the spy now by the Undertaker. But also that there's a spy in the game. Although the kill on the fortune teller who was claiming soldier will probably reveal that it's a spy game, and that was a big risk to choose to kill them, because it's going to blow up Baron bluff if they believe it.
This is true. We only have, because they killed the the recluse, we still have the fortune teller, but because that's the only role that's left, obviously Randall came over here to do some
Good
narration.
morning, town.
Good morning.
Catherine has died in the night.
Just to give the bluff, obviously the demon is bluffing as the empath and the spy is bluffing as a butler, so we need to allow for some time for them to
I'll give you 5
pick at
minutes
night,
ago.
even though they pick.
She did say that she had an important role. I wonder if that's all.
She was definitely the Ravens keeper.
Yeah, I fucked up by saying that.
I wonder if that like kind of clued
Well,
the
yeah,
bad
that's what
side in.
Yeah, after I was, damn, I'm gonna be killed.
Do you want to? I got drive this dog. I didn't want to.
Yeah, I was.
He was like, "You want to talk?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Okay, let's talk."
I thought she was talking about like playing the game.
Well,
No, she just meant talking to me. It's
either
pretty-
I didn't
you
want to
or
talk.
you,
Yeah, it's pretty.
apparently.
Very tragic.
Are you evil?
Well, it wasn't me because otherwise you would have
This
won more than
here,
I.
Yeah.
here.
Or you.
That, I mean, that checks with the recognition, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that
I can sense that you're down.
Alright, if you were an investigator,
But, I
who
mean,
were the
that-
two
that-
players?
But you know, like he was saying, Solomon, you were saying that like there's no way that I would play the recluse if I'm the minion or if I'm the
Because
evil
the investigator
person.
just knows
Right,
one
but
or two,
actually
right?
that's a pretty.
So unless the
No.
storyteller said,
Yeah.
so the storyteller just picked your neighbors
Yeah.
as the investigator?
Yeah.
Does that happen?
Sometimes.
Technically?
I mean, if you're sitting next to your ping, you're sitting next to your ping.
And what minion did you see?
The poisoner. Sorry, I had to think
Poisoner?
about. I forgot what minions were for a second.
Yeah, I pulled that move my first game. You know?
No, because like when he says minions, the first thing I think of is caster minions.
Oh, alright, League players. And if you were the empath, what number did you get?
What do you mean?
Okay, so she's not the empath.
What do you mean? 2 numbers.
No, so empath, each night you learn
No.
how many of your alive neighbors are evil.
Yeah.
So I say, what number did you get?
Yeah.
I guess it's not the right way to ask that, but it's like, no, I got
Yeah, I
a 1
know.
or a 2 or a 0.
Yeah. So why did you ask me like that?
That's a little
This is stupid.
Yeah. So I didn't understand why you were asking me like that.
Because I'm stupid.
Hello? He's like, so you're not the
Gaslighting
empath.
you.
So you're not the empath. And then he goes, oh, but I should have asked that question though.
Gaslighting you.
Of course, I wouldn't understand it. You don't understand it either.
I'm gaslighting you.
Okay.
So are you the investigator?
No.
Okay. Are you the empath?
No.
Oh, I should give you my things.
Yeah.
Am I the washerwoman or the librarian?
Oh, okay.
So it could be that we're not in a Baron game and it's a
And Scarlet Woman, but
Okay, can I talk
But
to
if we're not
somebody?
putting any more
No, what I mean
information,
is, sorry, what I mean is when you get a yes, it's
Not
not
at all.
necessarily for demon. It could be minion
I get
or
that.
demon.
No.
no.
No. She would only
get
get a
that it
yes
could have been a
though
repeat.
if he registered as a demon and he.
Fortune teller only detects the
Oh,
demon.
she registered as the demon. Got it.
Or the librarian. Okay.
What about you?
But Alicia already came out as washer. But you're counter claiming washerwoman? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm either the washerwoman or the librarian.
Right, but she already came out as washerwoman. Alright, so what's your washerwoman information?
I'm the librarian.
What?
Am I doing this wrong?
No, you're not.
I think I'm just stupid. I'm the librarian.
You're fine.
You're not doing it right.
She said I was the librarian. I am the librarian. I saw my mom as one of 2 particular outsiders.
Which 2 outsiders?
It was, or is a particular outsider. I got the butler.
Okay. So now you're saying you're not the washerwoman.
I'm not the washerwoman.
Okay. And that you're the librarian.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So, I'm so confused. Okay. But you were trying to blacklist Washer Woman. But that was like a weird pick. Okay. Alright. I'm either the monk or the mayor. Because
Oh, that's what he told me.
That's what he told me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Have you heard of any other outsider players?
Well,
In
I
private?
mean, I just know Dale said that he was the outsider. And then your mom said she was the outsider.
Oh, I didn't hear what
That's
she said
what,
she was.
that's what he
Yeah.
does into Vogue Comp. And that's what she's told everybody.
Okay.
And then she said that it was either Esther or
Have you heard anyone else playing before that?
and then
No, but just
He said
out of
yeah.
Yeah, he
And
told
then
me
she
that
also
too.
said that it's either
because
between
Baron
Oh,
only
okay,
does
perfect.
even
So
numbers.
he's the librarian, and then he told me, he asked
So
me
the junk has
am
to
I
be
from?
around unless somebody's lying about
And so he
being
knew I was about that. So I was like, okay, so I have someone
outsider,
to back me up.
which is likely, I think.
Like,
Well,
what
I think there's only two
do you dare to say?
I was the investigator.
Oh, okay. What information did you get?
All right, time to come back to town.
Into outside, we have very little information.
Recluse.
Yep.
Okay.
I have no reason to disbelieve him.
All right, I'll give you guys 2 minutes for discussion before I open nominations, if you want it.
Do you want to bring the nomination? I was wondering if Alice wanted to nominate you because based on the information that we have so far, I think it's the only way that it would make sense, right? If, depending on what he is. Dale, I think you explained this better.
If we take everything at face value, then here's the game we're in. If there are 3 outsiders, then there has to be a baron. If there's a baron, we only have 3 good townspeople. We've already heard claims of washerwoman, librarian, and fortune teller. That's it for our useful townspeople. And is it 5? What are we in? 5-2-1-1. And one of them was drunk, by the way. So, and that is the value of the Baron as a minion, is that the Baron, especially in a game that's not 15 people, is that it turns so many of the townsfolk into useless outsiders that we have very little information.
Yeah.
So we may as well act on the information that we have. It is vital that we kill someone every round, just in the hopes that we get lucky, because otherwise I don't see how we're going to figure out who the team was.
Okay. This is just a gameplay question. Sure. So with the 9 players, is it for sure that there's 5 townsfolk in there?
That's what the game setup is. There are certain characters that override the setup and change the distribution. But that's the base setup, what it starts with.
Only 3 people came forward to say they were outsiders. If there was a baron,
The fourth one is the
would not know that they
The
were
fourth one is
drunk.
the drunk, and they don't know that they're the drunk.
That's the thing.
The count, if there's no baron, the count is 5-2-1-1. If there's a baron, the
Sorry, this
count
was a
is
nomination.
3-4.
This was not a nomination. Nominations are now open.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
so let me give out some information. I will die tonight, so I might as well give out the information because I think it's important for the good team. I am not the monk or the mayor like I've been telling everybody because I've been trying to stay alive because I'm an informational war. I'm the Undertaker. He's the spy. He is not the recluse.
I am the recluse.
No, he's the spy. So he lied. He is not the recluse, so there is no other outsider. So I think there's only 2 outsiders.
So then there's only 2.
Yeah, just you and
The
Dale.
butler and yeah.
Right. So how do you know he's the spy? Because I'm the Undertaker, and whenever somebody dies, I know their role.
You know. Okay.
Right.
Are you drunk? I mean, it's possible I'm drunk also and don't know who I am.
No, you're the spy. So
Well, we did good on getting
killing
one.
him.
Yeah.
Because then the imp cannot
It's only at night.
cannot star pass.
Yeah.
Right?
If she is the Undertaker, then she is definitely going to die tonight, and
Right.
the demon will do our work for us.
Right.
And so, in the meantime, let's kill someone else.
Because the demon's gonna kill me tonight. Probably.
Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but if I got a yes for either of you and he's the spy, then he wouldn't register as.
He registers as a minion.
He registers as
But don't I get told?
No.
No.
Well,
So it could be that she's actually the
one
demon.
of them has to be. You're
And-
absolutely right. One of them has
One
to
of
be
them
lying.
has to be the
Right.
demon.
So
Like the-
could
Because if
Alice
he was a spy,
could
then
Alice
she,
be covering and saying she's the Undertaker, but actually she's the demon?
Yeah, but
otherwise she wouldn't
if
register.
she doesn't die tonight, we can kill her tomorrow.
That's true. Then if she dies tonight, then we know that she was innocent.
Unless I'm a drunk, but I think there's only 2 outsiders. I don't think there's a Baron.
I don't think there's
It's a spy game.
I
In
nominate
which case-
Vivian.
Yeah.
I'm willing to accept that I was drunk, but I did not draw the spot.
Right? This is Vivian.
Yep. Yep.
Hi. I nominate you. She's been really quiet all game. We know lots of rules. We don't know anything about Vivian. We got to start killing people, so that's my nomination.
I think that's a good nom because
Well, I
Vivian's
mean, I think I've only not been talking to you. I feel like I've been talking to a lot of the people around
Fair.
me. Yeah.
Fair.
And honestly, I just as this is my first game, I'm not very comfortable with just jumping into conversations, especially as it's very, very ongoing, and everyone's just keeping the conversation rolling. So, I mean, I could understand where you're coming from, but I will say that I'm not like a bad role, and I am confident. That is what I claim to be.
she told me she was either investigator or empath.
4 are needed, and we are starting with Yule. This is voting for Vivian.
You want to read on that?
Count it down. Here we go.
Because when I asked her for the information of an investigator or empath, she didn't.
2. 2 is not enough. Vivian is safe for the day. We'll make second call for nominations.
So I think where we sit, you're dead. You can't.
Oh, okay.
But who did you want to nominate?
You all for the same reason. You've been kind of quiet.
No, he can't actually nominate you. I just asked if you had a good
You asked me
information.
why I would
Yeah,
like to
then
nominate.
I don't.
I'm not all that interested in finding out who the poisoner thinks should be nominated.
Yeah.
No, actually,
Yeah,
I am really interested in finding out who the poisoner thinks should be nominated.
yeah.
But I'm not interested in nominating whoever the poisoner
Yeah.
thinks should be nominated.
So I think the way I see it, we have 2 options right now. I think if we go by Catherine's read, and this was the spy, then the only other logical reason is that this is the demon. The other side of that is that what we've been talking is that if this is a spy, we don't have a Baron game. That means we don't have as many outsiders as there are claims, which means that we need to start getting rid of some of the outsiders, because that means that those are, 1 or 2 of those people are lying about being an outsider.
Yeah, but we don't want to accidentally kill a saint.
Oh, 100%. But I'm just saying, like, those are probably our 2 scenarios right now.
Also, you
I think the
couldn't-
best one is probably.
You didn't give me the correct information because first of all he was trying to tell me he was the washerwoman or the librarian. I'm all like, washerwoman? She already
I'm
came
the
out as
washerwoman.
And then so he says, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm the librarian. And then he says that he saw Megan as the butler, but as a librarian you don't see just one person. You see one of 2 people.
Right.
Oh, I
One or
can't
two.
nominate.
And then
Okay.
he didn't give me 2 people.
I would like to nominate Megan, and I'll tell you why.
Esther nominates.
Okay.
Oh.
I would like to
Esther nominates
nominate
Alice.
Megan, okay? And I'll say why. Because I really feel that there are only 2 outsiders, okay? And
Sorry, who are you nominating?
you,
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yes.
okay? And as the washerwoman, it was you and Yule who were possibly the librarian. I actually believe that Yule is the librarian. And you claim to be an outsider.
Yeah, I'm the butler.
You're the butler.
And the thing is, Yule, the librarian, saw me as the butler.
That's
The
why-
first thing he
Who's
did
the
was
other person that you saw that's a possible librarian?
I don't remember. But I went up to my mom and I asked her, what's your role? And then she just outed herself as the butler. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
You don't remember?
Because you're not really voting, so probably the person that you chose to attach yourself to didn't vote. Okay.
Getting a little bit away
Okay.
from a nomination.
Sorry.
Thank you,
The
Dale.
nominator and the accused
Yeah.
are supposed to be talking right now.
So it's either going to be you or Dale.
as
as
Whoever's
who
lying as the outsider.
who's the lying outsider, because I'm starting to think that my brother really was the recluse.
No, he was the spy.
Migum?
Do you think?
Okay.
I don't know why you think.
Well,
Guys,
let's give the
Migum's
the truth
defense?
will come out.
He put spy right in front of my face.
Guys,
So,
Okay.
in my defense, I am the butler. Yul saw me. I mean, he's the librarian, and he outed himself as well. And I told him I was a butler even before he asked. Well, maybe I shouldn't have, but that's what happened. I told my son. And I am getting more suspicious, like between this alliance here. So I'm an outsider. I'm the butler.
4 are needed to put Migum on the block. And with Alice.
And we
Huh?
dead people get 1 vote, right?
yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You can't do it.
I'm gonna wait.
It's a convincing defensive. The
know.
nomination.
0 is not enough.
Can I nominate?
Yeah.
I'd like to nominate Allison.
Alice?
Alice. Sorry.
Alice.
Sorry, I know
Yul
what
has nominated Alice.
Alice.
I told him to talk about this before. Nobody
Put on some chains.
Starbucks. Nobody cares.
What is your accusation?
I just think that we need to kill someone now. For me, the sus is either on Dale or Allison. Alice.
Alice.
I tried.
Alice.
I'm assuming that Dale is the saint, so we shouldn't kill him. I don't have any sus here at the moment. I've yet to talk to her, but I think right now we need to go for a kill, and I think that should be Alice.
Alice, your
I'm
defense?
the Undertaker, and he stuck a little puck in front of my face that says he's the spy. That's all
And I
can
insist
tell
that
you.
either you or I was drunk.
It's
Could you be poisoned?
possible,
Or
but
poison.
then that means in order for there to be a drunk, then another person has to be lying about an outsider.
Yeah.
All right.
Are needed, starting with Dale. 3, 2, 1. 1.
Yeah, save your death vote.
get-
Oh, Captain,
Two.
save your
Your
death vote.
death
Save
vote?
your death
Are you using your death vote?
No.
3,
We should have
Somebody using
4,
No, because there's going to be enough votes.
5. 5 is enough. Alice is on the block. And since someone is on the block, I will close the day in 20 seconds if there are no more nominations.
I nominate Alicia.
Alice has nominated Alisa?
Alicia.
Alicia.
Yeah, so, like, I know I'm going to be dead tonight anyways, right? Because the demon will not want me to be alive another day. So I think we're wasting a vote on me to kill me. So I'm going to go with Alicia because she was defending the spy, who I know for sure is the bad guy.
And I insist I am not the spy.
That's your job to say that.
Yeah.
So, so I'm going with Alicia.
Alicia, your defense?
Okay, I still think that it's a Baronless game, and
I agree with the Baron.
Huh?
There's no Baron.
okay,
His defense?
okay, and from what I can tell, okay, I believe that she was good, and I do believe that my brother was the recluse. I don't actually know, but
He's not the wreck.
he's a spy.
Yeah. In which case, by the way, for those who don't
he's
know,
All the
there's a
defense?
spy in the
Then
game.
we are going to
So
start.
everybody,
5
the
votes
bad thing
are
is who
on
everybody is.
Alice. 6 would be needed to put Alicia on the block instead, starting with Catherine. 3, 2, 1.
Just vote for the sake of voting.
1, 2. 2 is not enough. Alicia is safe for the day. 15 seconds.
Wait,
Otherwise, Alice dies.
Right. Which would be another Cassandra moment.
I'm not so sure.
It
I'm
is.
not so sure.
It is.
Alice.
Has been executed and dies.
and is the game
And
over?
the game continues.
Ah! No!
Don't fall for it.
All right, so we enter another night phase.
Yeah, but if you were donating Star
Unfortunately, the Undertaker got killed. The Fortune Teller got killed by the demon last night. So there aren't any more roles that act
If someone
at
really
night.
was the spy,
We have the demon who will make a kill. Esther's woken up. She will decide
you
to
are not the
kill.
demon.
Solomon is the spy, in which
Let's
case
see.
that evil team
Not many
already
choices
knows
to
who
pick
you
from.
are.
My guess is, let's see, probably the investigator.
Good
Let's
team,
see.
please, like, let's just work together and
Oh
reveal
no,
all
she's
of
gonna
the
go for the
I must
librarian
have been drunk
because the
then.
librarian is confirming the spy. So she's gonna try to hope that
I'm now in favor
Yul
of
is
just ending
looked
this
at as a
game
good
just to show
player,
that I
and then
wasn't the
there in turn the spy is looked at as a good player. The only person left to act is the spy. Once the spy sees the Grim, I'm sure that
I'm thinking that
Randall will give some time in between because we still want
is
the
spy, as Alice is saying. If
the
Alice
demon
is
to
the
bluff as the empath, and since the empath wakes up, we have to allow for time for that to happen. And then if obviously the spy is still alive and they're bluffing as the butler, so the butler will act as well. And since both the empath and butler aren't in play, we're just going to pretend like they are in play and give time for them to act. Right now, Negan is learning the Grim as the state is. Not much has changed other than just people that are dead. No role changes, no alignment changes, just the regular Grim.
No, just between me and Alice.
I swear to God, Randall stuck a
And
spy
as
token.
expected, we're going to give some time before we wake them up because we still have to wait for the empath to act and the butler to act.
Yeah, there's no more.
There is no
information, but they have a player who has registered as the demon, the poisoner, and the spy.
Yes.
The different players.
that's
and
Alice was the what?
Lisa seems to be on the right
But
track,
one of the
but
two
he's
registered
really
as a
direct.
demon, right?
There's some other wrong thing going on.
Yeah.
Now that both the fortune teller and both of their queens are dead, perhaps this
And
will
there's,
start
if there's
to
only
lead to
Chad did say that they thought it was a red herring, but
If I was the
it was
judge,
just a
then
recluse so
there
far.
are three outsiders
What
out there.
Right.
most people might not have
Because
picked
I
up
would
on
be
is
the judge
as that
and
the
then
fortune
the
teller was their
acting
own
as
red
the
herring.
butler.
So
And
that
so
actually
where
has not come
is
into play
the-
since the fortune teller is dead and they never got to pick themselves.
In that scenario. So Solomon is the recluse.
Why did we switch out
the
the spy
drunk,
token
and then there's
for the
also a
Slayer's
scene in the
token?
oh,
Okay,
just
so
because
then
it
it
was
is a
fun.
Baron game.
Just because it was fun.
The spy can register as anything townsfolk or outsiders, so I registered them to themselves as a different player.
So, yeah. So
The evil team is doing pretty well. We'll see if it all comes crashing down towards the end.
there's not, once they eliminate the people that they're sussing, which I think they already have, they're going to have to start looking at the people they trust, and that's where we're going to go through next, I think.
If I had to guess, then the finals would be Esther, Dale, and Negan, unless Esther decides to star pass.
She may. We'll see.
Telling the truth as the fortune teller. And I go back. Solomon was the recluse. Then we're in a barren
Good morning, town.
and we're still
Yule is no longer with us.
Well, but that's an easy kill because he's clearly a townsperson.
right.
Right?
And
Like we've already determined. that he
Let's
was
do
the
4
librarian.
minutes. We only have 5 people left.
Vivian, so you said that you're either the investigator or the empath.
next to me, and then after, because I wasn't sure why my number had changed, and then you woke up and you had died. So my one is on. Yeah.
So first her name, she's either the Baron. Do you think it's Brandon? Because what she said is that she's the investigator, or the empath, and she got a poisoner pig.
Poisoner?
That's what she told me.
That's crazy. That means that someone saw a spy token, it's looking like a Baron game
I
because
got the
there's
two
too
people
many
like
outsiders,
next to me.
and she's on Poisoner token.
But what I'm thinking is that she didn't say that actively.
Okay.
So I think she is on the token.
Okay.
So
She maybe just didn't know
Oh,
exactly.
doesn't
She
know.
just kind
But I
of.
think she would use her brain enough to know that she shouldn't. If she was on the good team, she would say that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So then.
So it's
she's
either
on the-
her and then
I think it's Dale.
Dale's a risky kill though.
Did he actually come out and say that he's a saint? Oh, okay. But
Just
that's
said
what
that.
we're. That's
Yeah.
if
'Cause
it
all
is
the
a
other-
Baron game.
Yeah. So I think Vivian's a safe kill,
And then we go after.
or
the
you're the
demon.
demon.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
you're the or
It's-
I'm the
yeah.
demon.
Yeah. You can't be the demon.
I
You
I
die.
killed myself.
Oh.
I could be the demon.
Star pass to Vivian.
To Vivian.
Oh, then that means it's gonna end right now.
Surely.
Perfect.
But our brains are massive.
Yeah.
Trust me.
And what minion? What minion did you get?
What minion? Poison.
Okay, so that is crazy talk. We just talked. So we have someone who saw a spy token where the game is hinting at a Baron game because we have so many outsider clans.
Yeah.
And now she saw a Poisoner token. Like, that's wild.
Yeah, I don't think she's. I don't think she is who she claims she
Yeah.
is because like she's not saying the right stuff.
Yeah. And so I told a few people kind of what my role was in the beginning, but I'm the empath. And so I had been getting zeros on these first two nights. And then last night I got a 1, and I was like, that's weird. And then we woke up and he was dead.
Oh yeah.
So that's my ping right now is on Vivian.
Okay.
I'm ready
But
to.
my ping is still just on evil players, so she could just be a minion, but she could also be.
Well, there's only one minion and one demon, right? So
Okay, somebody nominate Vivian who's alive.
I will nominate.
I second.
You don't need a second.
nominations.
Robert's rules of Robert's rules of
We don't need any
cocktail.
seconds here.
Okay, we don't need
Esther's
seconds.
nominated Vivian. What's your accusation?
Based on my empath ping, but also there's something weird
Yeah.
going on with the minion things
Yeah.
right now. We clearly, we have pretty much all minions pointed out right now. And so I think for those reasons, Vivian would be.
Well, I mean, I already gave down everything that I already said for the last 2 rounds, right? And I feel like there's not much information, like other information that I can add to everything that I've said. So, I mean, you guys already heard my claim, so you guys can vote on that.
I
In the
wasn't here
future,
though.
you should have lied and said Baron.
Thanks, I guess.
Yep.
3 are needed, starting with Yule. Remember, if you're dead, this would be a dead vote.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
You don't have to use your vote.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All the living people. All of the living players.
4
except
is
the
enough.
accused voted.
Vivian is on the block.
Interesting.
Wait, the acute. What do you mean?
Vivian.
Since a
all
player
of
is
the
on the
living
block,
players except
I will
the
give you
accused,
30 seconds
Vivian voted
before
to.
the day will
I see what you're
end.
saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
All right. Well,
To nominate somebody else, you mean, or
not
what?
in the game, but
If you want to nominate somebody else, you
No,
can.
I don't.
No, 5. So.
I think that's a pretty solid.
I think Esther might be right.
let's just go to sleep and then wake up with our very uncomfortable final 3.
Wait, we. Oh,
The town wants to nominate anyone else. So, Vivian, you have been executed and die. And congratulations, I can tell you, Vivian is dead. Everybody go to sleep.
Oh my god.
damn it!
Oh my gosh, I thought maybe you.
I thought Vivian was it.
What is going on?
She could be the minion.
You'll joke
I don't know
that
why you're
he-
saying
We need to
congratulations.
home rule a rule.
No, I just.
You'll joke that he was
No,
the
I think
imp
we
and
still
that
got
he
it. I
killed
think we
his
still
friend.
got
Players when we wake up, unless Esther thinks it's
Will star pass. She just outed as empath. It's going to look extremely if she was the minion, it might work, but it's going to look extremely suspicious if she's still alive.
Yeah, the minute she outed as empath, I thought for sure she's going to star pass. The problem is that Dale trusts Alicia. and he will probably.
Does Alicia trust Dale?
Yeah.
She definitely thought Negum was lying early, but Yule's now died in the
Do
night.
we believe that Esther really is the empath?
It'll be interesting. All right, we'll see what happens. Esther's got the game-winning choice whether or not she kills herself and passes the demon over to Negum, or she kills Alicia and tries to pin it on Dale as not an outsider. Oh, she kills Alicia. There we go. There's our choice. So the final three is going to be Esther the demon, Negum the spy, and Dale the saint.
Right.
So the question will be whether or not people want to kill the saint.
Right.
Who knows?
Saint is a very common bluff for a demon or a minion to take, so that they can make sure that they make it to final three,
That's what I
and then
rolled.
try to throw sus on somebody else.
I'm thinking the exact
Negum
same
will get
thing.
one final look at the Grim, not that I think it'll help her. It's just
Yeah.
confirmation that it is what it is. The only change that was made is the kill. So,
Well, you must be the.
yeah, we'll go into final three. There won't be any whispers. It'll just be the town. And
Yeah, to keep him from getting executed.
then we'll give them a few minutes to talk, and then we'll go to vote, and then we'll start the next game.
Good morning, town. And I am happy to tell you your final three. Dale, Negum, and Esther.
Yeah, okay. Figured. All right, there it is. Since we're on stream, should we do a round robin?
That's up to you. For those who don't know on the
What's a
stream,
round robin, please?
Round robin is where we go around the table and everybody says who they are and what they learned if they want to. You're not required. Anyone can pass. But
She's running away.
we're missing someone, so.
snack bite.
And since I proposed it, I will happily go
Yeah,
first.
for those of you who don't know, you can say nothing, you can lie, but the point of this is you have a forum to say your information. You shouldn't pontificate and use up a whole lot of time saying random other stuff. All right.
I am the saint, and the reason why I didn't say that is because I was hoping that maybe the demon would kill me, removing the option of the town accidentally ending the game by killing me. It's not a good idea for the saint to say who they are. So that's why I didn't say who I am. I am the saint.
But if you say that you are the saint and you're the
We're doing a round
So we'll
robin.
just do the round robin.
Then we can chat
Afterwards, you
more
can
afterwards.
discuss and.
You're up. Would you like to say something?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the
All
round
right.
robin
I
first.
mean, I was the fortune teller. Like I said, I asked about Solomon and Alice, and I was told yes. So,
That one of us was evil.
The demon. Okay.
All right. I was the recluse. I will show up as evil, as a minion or a demon when prompted. And yeah, I mean, and that's why I show up as a demon. I'm dead. The game is not over.
Right.
So obviously I'm not the demon.
Right.
I still claim investigator.
You know, the fact that everybody voted for you made me believe in your innocence. Because the evil players.
I'm just cool like that.
I'm the librarian.
okay.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
I was the empath. I got zeros the first 2 nights, and then I got a 1 after Yule died.
I'm the butler.
I'm the Undertaker. I saw him as a spy, and then I died.
All right.
All right. The day is open for discussions and nominations. You don't have to make nominations, but once they start, then I will just have the nominator and the nominatee.
I'm inclined to believe Esther.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Esther's our demon. Because
Well, you know her better than I do. but-
she claimed empath last round. She should have been killed if she was the empath. Putting it down to this 3, if it wasn't Esther.
Okay.
So the fact that Alicia died. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
The
I
fact
really
that-
was in the washroom.
I think the fact that Alicia died strongly points to it being Esther. Because
Yeah, but at the
Esther,
same time,
Esther
like
claimed
there's
empath.
sus on me, and
Esther
so they're
claimed
definitely
empath.
gonna
The
keep me
demon
alive.
absolutely should have killed her after she claimed empath. So
I see
I
what
think
you're saying.
empath is a pretty obvious bluff. I nominate Esther.
Dale has nominated Esther. Do you want to say anything else in your accusation?
No, that was my accusation there.
All right.
Defense?
My defense is that I am a townsfolk. I am not the demon. I've given people my information. I think that the Saint claim is very convenient, and I think based on now the rules that have come out, like I think we definitely know that it's not a Baron game. So that means that either one of these is correct. It's either a spy or a poisoner game. But I'm more inclined to believe that it's a spy game. I don't know, but it's not me. So for me, it's between Dale and Migum.
Of course.
The Saint claim is convenient.
All the good players,
So,
we need to go all in on
2
those
are
dead
required, and we will start with
votes. We
Migum.
need to spend our dead votes now. Otherwise, evil can tie
3,
us and win.
2,
We need
1.
to go all in with our dead votes now. Dead
1.
votes now. Dead votes
You're
now.
so
We're gonna
convincing.
move.
I think you're the demon.
That's typically, how it
King Solomon. My hand almost went up, and I was like,
Evil just won the game.
1 is not enough.
No, evil
Esther
just won
is
the
safe for the day.
Instead of nominating, I wanted to discuss all the 3
Yeah,
variables.
I do
wanted
too, because
Like, why are we
As the-
nominating so quickly?
right, like
Second
why-
call
I
for
think she felt
nominations.
the fire under his. Yeah, so I think I nominate. Oh, do you want to do it? I nominate Dale.
Migum has nominated Dale. What's your accusation?
Very convenient. I think he's being very like we have to kill Esther. I just I feel like yeah.
It doesn't matter if you vote for me or not, because good has already lost the game. I am the Saint. If you vote for me, we will lose instantly, and if you don't vote for me, you will lose slowly. If you vote for me,
or a slow
Okay.
for me, the game will.
2 are needed.
If you vote for
Starting
me,
with
good will lose
Alicia.
instantly. And
1.
If you don't vote for me, good will lose slowly.
2.
Yeah, here come all the dead votes.
3, 4.
Okay.
4 is enough. Dale is on the block. If you
dead
use
votes
your
were
dead
used?
votes.
Which dead votes were used?
Far corner on this side.
Yeah.
And that one.
Esther, this can be beat. Would you like to nominate? I believe Migum is the only potential nominee.
I would not like to nominate.
Yeah, of course not.
Dale has been executed.
Well done, Esther.
The game is over.
Game is definitely
A team has won. It is not Dale's team. It is Migum's team, which is the evil team.
That's what I wanted to discuss more because I was like gonna ask
All right.
you, how do we make sure
Wait, so then do
We couldn't nominate.
Okay.
So let's talk about what happened, because this was turned out to be a very interesting game. So Dale was in fact your saint.
you were the Saint?
So you lost the game, but also a demon was alive with only 2 players. So let's start with Alicia, your washerwoman,
Yes, I was.
who saw a librarian between Yule and Migum.
Right.
Yule was in fact the librarian. Yule the librarian then saw a butler between Migum and
Vivian.
Solomon.
Oh, Solomon. Okay.
Solomon was the recluse. If you went to Solomon and said you are an outsider, and he would have said, yes, I am, but not the one you're looking for, unfortunately. Migum was not the butler. Migum was the spy who registered as the
I
butler
registered as the butler.
for the librarian.
Not
Vivian
that exception.
Vivian was the investigator who did in fact see a poisoner between Yule and Solomon. That was the recluse's ability showing up as the poisoner. Your recluse actually did a lot of work. He showed up as the poisoner to the investigator. Catherine, the fortune teller, picked Alice and Solomon on night 1 and got yes, one of them is the demon because the recluse showed up as the demon. And Alice, the Undertaker, when she saw Solomon, she saw the spy. It's a very strange thing to see the spy as the Undertaker because the spy could register as a townsfolk. I wouldn't have to show you the spy. So I was trying to, at that point, give you some clue that a spy was in the game somewhere, and he had shown up as 2 different minions, and the demon, he was probably just the recluse. One minion, trying to help you with that, one minion that he could never be is the Baron, because you need 4 outsiders for the Baron, right? And if he's the Baron, where's the recluse? Where is the 4th outsider? And that, Esther was your demon. The bluffs were Chef, Empath, and Slayer. There was no drunkenness, no poisoning, and the recluse.
But if she wasn't drunk, then why did she see me as
show up as a minion or a demon? So you showed up as a poisoner to the investigator, a demon to the fortune teller, and the spy to the Undertaker.
As an evil person, one of you choose.
One time, when you died, I even showed the spy the Grim, and I put the poisoner token in for the recluse.
I didn't know you show up as a specific evil person. I thought
Yes.
I thought you were just told.
Because you have to see a token. You can't just see evil.
Yeah, you have to see a particular token. So it does say, if it says a particular minion or demon, but that is how it works.
Because I've seen recluse, I back to back, he was still interesting. Like I said, the Undertaker, I've seen recluse.
You could, if he was poisoned, I would have to show you recluse. And I could have shown you recluse, but I wanted to hint at what minion was actually in play, because the Baron world and the poison is what the evil team was throwing, and I wanted to throw in the real world.
Yeah, so I was the only living good player at the end, and I was the same.
And you did nominate the demon and out the real world, but not all of the ways that it happened.
I am your Cassandra.
I thought potentially Catherine dying the first night as the fortune teller would help indicate that it is a spy game, along with the spy information. So, yeah. One reason why good might lie.
We're very important.
Role, and so
She was the soldier, and that's important. I hope you enjoyed the game, and
Well done, evil. We'll get to next time.
would you guys like to play Sex and Violets, something a little crazier next?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Can we just take a little break?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take a food, drink break, and we'll be back.
You were not voting like a butler.
Yeah.
I could well, damn. No, I know.
I don't think people would have.
It was that one round where I chose Vivian. She
But you were nudging me because you wanted.
Humble was catching on that maybe you weren't actually the butler. Because I had to then, he was like, oh, how is she voting right now? And I was like, oh, maybe she chose Alice. Alice was the only one who ever.
Yeah.
And so So if you weren't more careful,
I doubted you not because of anything that you did, but I was like, this guy probably trusts his mom too much.
Yeah, I trusted my family members, man.
What did I say though?
So fun.
I said it back to back.
And you know what was great is that no one questioned my role because I had like multiple. I had the empath, the librarian, the investigator, like everyone.
And if Alice hadn't died that day, I was gonna kill him anyway and let her see him.
Yeah.
Because then it would have been a confirmation chain of like librarian, woman, and then butler.
Exactly. Great job.
I'll get the new one.
What did I say? Every time. I totally believe you were an outsider. Good job.
I believe you were the butler. You should.
It's because you used him.
I was exploited.
Yeah, and then he was like, and I didn't trust your information. You didn't give me 2 people. Yeah, he was like, I forgot to use your word.
I didn't notice.
He actually just saw
I
one.
forgot to use I didn't believe your information because it didn't sound like it. I was like, guys, I'm the investigator. Trust guys. Trust me.
That
I
was
didn't
fun.
trust you at all. I'm all like,
Great
I'm
job.
just chill like that, guys. Trust me.
Especially, bro.
Which sources? My notebook, guys, please.
Did you
I
write
felt like
any
the nominations at the very end were too fast. I wanted to talk some more.
I was gonna bring up the possibility
I
that
thought
I
that
was
was a
drunk
little bit
or
suspicious because
poisoned.
he kept bringing up everyone so fast. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go
It was
through.
a little fast.
So that can often be an evil play
Right.
to
Yeah.
do it. So we might have read as evil. Unfortunately,
I'm
we
one
have the world correct.
Yeah. I'm one of those people. I like to sit there and go through all the possibilities. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if she was the demon, then what happens? If she was the demon, what happens?
I think one key was if you.
Oh, I think you've sent it to me.
I think good could have
And then he
won
said Niga.
in a number of mistaken ways. If you realize, oh, poisoner, spy, and demon, so he's really a recluse. So these guys are both outsiders. Then Esther is just.
Well, I think my problem was I didn't realize because in the I was the undertaker very few times in previous play.
Usually
And-
they die right away.
Yeah, exactly. But when people died, they gave me their role. It was the right role. I've never been in. I've never been in a situation where it was the wrong role that would be given.
Well, if you were drunk or poisoned, you would always win. But the recluse can do anything. That's why killing the recluse is like really bad.
I could understand if I was drunk and I got the wrong information on him, but then you would have to count the drunk. You see what I mean? Like the outsider counts would be used.
Yeah. You could have thought that you were the drunk.
What can I say? What can I say?
Now,
Then
if
it
you
would be a Baron game because of
But
the
he
number.
couldn't be the Baron.
Right.
Because in the Baron game, there must be Butler, Saint, and Recluse somewhere.
Right. Well, I don't do anything and I still get accused. I'm just like, stop.
It's because you're so invisible.
If you showed the Baron, then they would know that it can't be the Baron.
But you're saying that which is true. But you also don't realize not a single player has either or we're watching
Yeah.
Who she was.
I should have realized I can't show up with the spy. I can't have anyone show up as the spy because the spy always shows up as somebody else.
Like, not always. It's strange to do like that. Yeah.
You would have to get a 1.
The judge is like, oh wait.
I should have asked who you're bustling.
Yeah. So I was keeping in mind too, because there was one round where I couldn't vote. There was one round where I couldn't vote. I don't remember. Yeah.
I just totally didn't believe either of you guys.
I'm horrible at telling the truth.
That was fun.
It's like so ingrained in me to not tell the truth that like.
I'm straight up. I'm like, hey guys, I'm this. Like, I'm chill. I think honestly, when I was giving my claim, I was a little bit nervous. So my voice was kind of shaky, and I was like, I was kind of afraid that it would kind of set up some people. I was like, I told Joel after, I was like, yeah, I suspected the entire time you were the librarian.
I was the librarian.
I didn't believe he was the librarian because he couldn't tell me the second.
I swear, I'm pretty sure Randall didn't make a mistake, but I'm pretty sure he only told me one person. That's
So
what I remember.
you knew I was the washerwoman.
Yeah, I did.
The first one was a clue to you. librarian saw. And the future one I tried to make some confusion.
At the end, I kind of was like, isn't the Baron? Come on, it's a bear in this game. It's a bear in this game.
No, this is just
Don't
the
go
base
there.
map. It's like the second level.
Can't believe you skipped my stuff that I have on YouTube.
He looked at me funny. He sat down and he looked at me funny. I was like, ah, shit. I was like, ah,
I just caught him at exactly the right time.
like, ah.
Because like I played it off as like as soon as we got him, I was like, I need to talk to you.
Because I was telling him to talk to me after. And then you guys just walked out.
That was great. I was like,
Actually,
oh,
just
I'm
never
just
gonna trust you
empathing,
again. I'm actually just never gonna trust you heathens again.
I told you, I was like, we should talk after. And he's like, okay. And he just walks off with you. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I guess.
My mom said that lying is bad.
Yeah.
Why are you lying?
My mom said, you can when you need to.
It's a white lie. It's a small
Convenience
lie.
lie.
A convenience lie. Maybe if you just liked the book more. And it was fun though, right?
How was it? Did you enjoy it? Your first game?
Dale calling me out was a little bit unexpected. I was like, oh.
Of this one?
Yeah, so in those situations, like, Vivian, you just, in those situations, you just want to be prepared for what,
No,
like, how to
I did
defend.
say, like, my statement, I just was a little bit baby, but, like, that's also just because I have, like, really bad social anxiety.
Yes, that
So I
is.
was like, thinking, maybe if I, because I was, like, kind of stumbling a little bit and, like, repeating myself, I was like, maybe this makes me seem a little bit, like, I'm trying to think of a story as I'm talking. Or
No,
is it, like,
you did great.
But for me, like, everything that comes out of my mouth is exactly as I say it. So whatever I'm thinking, I say it, right? It's not like
If I'm the Fang Goo and you're an outsider and I kill you, you become the Fang Goo.
And the thing with
okay. So being yourself, so I can the other one better.
But it's not good to be a
Oh, the real one. Yeah, this is part of the
You don't want to be a demon.
and the way when you go up to a script that has multiple,
And I could chill
you
it.
don't necessarily try to figure out
I'd be like,
Evil Twin is
That
nice
was
though.
fun.
because in this case,
oh, that's not mathematician.
I'm so smart.
Mathematician.
Definitely not.
Alright, buddy. Calm
I
down.
can't
But neither is Miri anymore, so.
Yeah,
can't
now they're
believe you got librarian.
What's 2 plus 2?
6, obviously.
Okay, fine. Got it this time.
Can't believe you got librarian. No one knew I know it you. They're like, yeah, he definitely doesn't.
Never
read.
read a book
get
in
the
his
savant
entire
because I'm
life. How do you
crippled,
play the Dreamer? Because you're only choosing one player. How do you learn one good, one evil character?
so that
So,
means
so if you
like,
choose Humble, they'll show you Librarian or Spy. He's one of those things.
So two.
Oh, he was the Librarian. Okay, you're shown two tokens.
So then you have to pick which one you want. It's probably the red one.
Yeah.
and I voted.
If it's him, it's probably him.
Yeah.
You know, if it's the mathematician, it's definitely not him.
Yeah. If he says he's the mathematician, he's definitely lying. This is fun too. It's like
If I say the savant, it's 100% correct.
question, right? So you see whether they're on the same side or not. Yes, but
You
only
guys
once
were
per
so
game. Sorry. You know.
Alicia, you were so. I totally convinced her.
You choose someone,
I'm the peddler.
and they become a character.
Well, what's
So you can, I can hit on you, and you become
not till the end, not till the empath.
The sudden fake claim was stronger than a sudden empathic
Is
claim.
Wayne in the chat on Twitch?
So you can switch.
Yeah, because he's trash talking me.
Are they all talking about how great a game I played?
There's 2 people watching the stream.
They all,
Two people. All 2 of them.
It's
all
Wayne.
saying.
It's just Wayne trashing me. And
Before Wayne
someone
saw
I
the game, he
don't
said, "Kill Dale." He's
Another name. What's the name of the other?
Wayne is cool.
I think it's
Share the stream to my server.
I'd rather just never speak.
Share the stream to my server.
I'd rather.
I should
So
share
how
it
do
to
you
iTunes,
stream this? Do you like have a camera that connects to a?
Go look at the stream.
I'll just look at the camera.
It'll make sense.
I'll grab like a little thing, like in the airport.
Wanna go look?
What are we doing?
Looking at the stream.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was so sussed about it because you were like, I'm an outsider, and then I realized totally at the end, I'm like, but he hasn't even
I want the demon to kill me.
I know.
Move the screw up
Now
option.
I know.
Right.
At the very end,
Yeah. So she got us into it.
You're not sick like me.
Which is correct.
It might be an obvious spy game direction.
Like it's such an
They were like, Esther, you're killing yourself at this point, not being final three.
I know. I almost did, but like there was more sus on Miga than there was on me.
Well, there was also a trust over here between the washerwoman and the fan. I was
Exactly.
like,
That's yeah. So I was kind of like, I feel like it would be weirder if I died, because then I think those two would have easily ganged up on her.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I think, so I was like, okay, if I stay in it, I think I can make the same push.
When he nominated you right away, I was like, oh.
Can you explain that to her?
Yes. Okay. So med means that you have to, to the best of your abilities, sell that misinformation. So like you need an Oscar-worthy performance. Misinformation. So if you are the mutant, if you even mention that you're an outsider, then you might die. You might die. So you have to pretend that you are a townsfolk or even a minion or a demon. But if you say anything about hinting that you're an outsider,
The Serenova chooses you. You'll see tokens like
I've never had this problem
character has
until
chosen
I
you,
moved out
and
here.
you'll see a Serenova token, and then the
Yeah,
next
Mandy's
token
on
that
the
you'll
stream.
see
She says
is
so.
a token of the whatever they chose.
And then you have to play that card.
And you have to play that card.
You have to
If you
convince
don't, then you
everyone.
Yeah. So like if you just don't say anything, you may still die. But if you say, "Oh, I'm the fortune teller," even though your Serenovus Madness was supposed to be artist, then they might also kill you.
Can you also kind of like say,
We all have to
I'm
close out
mad
the stream
to
with the
this
game
thing?
starts.
No. You
Right.
cannot pretend.
I messed that up.
If someone,
I love math.
I am super
Yeah, I
smart.
didn't know that.
I am such
I
a
could get
mathematician.
five for a record.
I do.
I didn't know that either.
Esther, do you have the Twitch link?
I'll send it to you. Yeah.
Oh, Sage is good. If a demon kills you, you learn that it's one of two.
No,
See,
Sage
and then
is
if I
cool.
was drunk, that would all make sense, like you explained. But then
She's
the
like-
outsider count as well.
To 5 players at night, you learn how many you got right.
How dare you?
But that's only a one-time thing, the juggler, huh?
On your first day.
I sent a photo of the arena, and then there's like people gaming over there, right? And then I have Berger, and my mom says, "Are you playing games right now?"
Yeah, you got games on your phone. Just send it to me.
Yeah.
Or you can send it in my server. Or you can send it to IKS yourself.
Nah. It would be too tempting.
Easy right there.
I sent that photo to my family, the photo of me standing in front of like,
Uh-huh.
look, I'm an extreme gamer, and my brother's like, yeah, how's Pokemon night? I'm like, oh yeah, it's great, it's Pokemon speed dating.
You love Pokemon.
They're all just, everybody's sassy
You don't even
tonight.
have
It's all
my
sass.
I don't need it.
If nobody sass you, this means that they don't love you.
None of my family ever sasses. No, that's not true.
Then you
Okay,
are.
I'm gonna type in the
Oh
chat
my
that
God.
you're
If
Cassandra
it weren't
tonight.
for sass, my family wouldn't communicate at all.
Yeah.
Dale is
It's like our only form of
Cassandra
communication.
tonight.
Well, they can hear our conversation.
What? Who? Huh?
No, I just said that you're Cassandra tonight on the,
Yeah,
on the
totally.
Twitch.
I'm trying to
I suppose I should. I suppose if I at final three, I really should take more time to
What?
Yes,
lobby
please.
for
But if I was-
deadlines before I
I was,
make the nomination.
No, don't. Oh.
Well, yeah, I
I-
would have liked to have discussed more about,
What if I was,
especially
like, verified? I
Needham,
just
like
don't-
the
she's
but,
a
like
verified.
I wanted to discuss more about it.
Yeah, we needed to. Well, I needed to because that's the way I think. Like, the possibility of you as demon, what happened? The possibility of you as demon, what
Sometimes
Look,
a
when I
cigar
type-
is just a cigar. Sometimes the same.
Look,
is actually
goes
the
on
same.
my way.
right?
I'm not getting good reception down here. Down here in the
All right, this is gonna be.
That's an interesting T-shirt.
It seemed appropriate for
For today.
Yeah, for this.
I saw one of the players on Critical Role wearing this, and I thought it was a good shirt for Clock Tower. don't know if anybody here watches.
I need to make a cake.
You watch Critical Role, Tom?
I don't watch Critical Role itself, but I have watched the Vox Machina.
One of the players, one of the D&D players on Critical Role, the episode where her character was about to die.
Okay.
I want to explain a couple mechanics on this. Vivian,
Hello.
We have a setup going on.
the first one is on this script.
We're pulling out all the tokens that we may need for the game. These down here at the bottom will be our
The storyteller will tell you, you are, then do.
and
Doesn't say you are.
these.
Someone chose you. You are
So
not.
our current setup are these are 5 townsfolk. These are our
There's also a
outsiders, minion, and demon. We won't need the juggler.
But like the Cerenovus is another thing that could tell you to be something.
To be mad at something. Mad.
No flower girl.
Oh, okay.
Madness
We
is
will-
a term of art in this game.
See, okay, this is what happened on Sunday, and I didn't get it.
Just
when
in
you're
case.
mad at something, you have to go around.
Pretending.
Okay.
Mathematician's a little hard. Some characters have a hard time. Some storytellers have a hard time with
If you get
mathematician.
a blue token, you are good. If you get a red token, you are good. Unless the storyteller tells you your character changed, and also tells you thumbs down means you are now evil, or still evil. Thumbs up means you are good. If you don't
1,
change
2, 3,
alignment,
4, 5,
he
6,
might
7,
not
8,
tell
9.
you
2, 3,
you're
4,
good
5,
still.
6, 7, 8, 9.
It's only if you change he has to tell you. I will give you an example. Yesterday I was running a game. There's a character on this, the Pit Hag. Don't look at it now, but it changes characters. And it decided to make good players into minions. So I told someone they were now the witch. But I didn't give them the thumbs down. So they were the good witch. They were still trying to win as good, but their ability was now the witch ability.
Oh, wow.
Instead of whatever ability they started with. Okay, so unless you get a thumbs up or thumbs down about your alignment, you're still the same on the same team, even
So
if
just
your
to be
role changes.
clear, if you do a thumbs down and you're a good player, you still have your ability. It's just your alignment.
Now you're evil.
Now you're
That-
evil.
That can't happen on
Jeez.
You're set up. Oh. That can't actually happen on
Okay.
If you don't change character, you also can't change alignment. But if you change character, you might change alignment.
Okay.
So you have to look for a thumbs up or thumbs down.
Okay.
The other thing on this script is madness. So there are 2 characters. First, in the Outsiders, the mutants. Madness means convincing people. Doesn't mean angry.
Okay.
So the mutant's ability is if you are mad, read that, if you are convincing people about being an outsider, you might be executed. So if you're the mutant and you say, I'm the mutant, the storyteller can say, you have been executed, everybody go to sleep. The storyteller might not do that, because if he does, you're probably the mutant and everybody now knows it. But he might not do it. You don't have to, if you say you're the sweetheart when you're the mutant, you might be executed, because that's still an outsider. If you're the sweetheart, your ability has nothing to do with madness, so you can say all you want. I'm the mutant, I'm the mutant, I'm the mutant. Because you're the sweetheart. It's only the mutant themselves who has the ability, if they are mad as an outsider, they might be executed.
So being mad is identifying as,
Is convincing people
or
that you
publicly
about
identifying as.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't be silent. You can't be like wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know.
Yeah.
And then the other one is the Cerenovus, which is one of the minions. The Cerenovus each night gets to choose what a player is mad about. And if they are not mad... Okay. The Cerenovus will choose a player each night and what they are mad as. If you are not mad as that, you might be executed. So if the Cerenovus, let's say the Cerenovus chooses me and says I'm mad about being the Sage. The Sage is a good character. If I now tell people, hey guys, I'm the Savant, and my information is that Esther is the demon bluffing empath, I might be executed because I'm not being mad that I'm the Sage. I'm being mad that I'm the Savant. Even if I'm dead, the Cerenovus does not have to pick living players, and if I die, that's a really great time to make me mad as the Sage because I have to say who the demon is, because that's what the Sage does. And if I don't, then I might be executed. If I say I'm not the Sage, I might be executed. Okay? That's the storyteller choice.
Which also raises the point, if you are mad and you were killed, the town kills you during the day, don't immediately go, okay, I was mad that I was in it, because you are still mad while you were dead. It doesn't wear off until the next day, and the storyteller might wake us all up, kill you again, and then put us back to sleep. The demon would get 2 kills. The demon would get 2 kills. If you are killed and you are mad, check with the storyteller and make sure you're not mad anymore before you begin. So Dale brings a good point. You will be told in the night, if that character is in play, you would be told the Cerenovus has chosen you, you are mad as the Sage. The next night, if you're not told anything, then it's gone. Either you're no longer mad, someone else might be, or maybe there's no more madness, but it wears off. It's not for the rest of the game. Okay? Did anyone have any other questions about characters on this script? Yes. The Cerenovus can choose themselves, they can choose their demon.
After the night that you're mad, you can say that you were mad.
Yes, the next day you're no longer mad.
The Cerenovus can choose the same person over and over again. Also, just to something that Randall said, in this game, these symbols do not mean yes and no, they mean good and evil. This means yes, this means no. This means good, this means evil. The thumbs up and thumbs down have a very specific
That's
meaning.
good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. This is, if the storytellers are playing it by the book, this is always supposed to mean good, this is always supposed to mean evil. This means yes, this means no. And it's good when the storytellers keep those separate because it prevents confusion. Are we allowing players to come to either of us for storyteller consults for one of the abilities?
Wow. So
Okay.
there's going to be a lot of consults.
Don't play us like divorced parents and use an artist question on Joe and then one on me. Savant, each day you may learn 4 pieces.
If there's a Savant question, we will probably have uniform. We'll set it up ahead of time. Maybe.
Go ask your mom.
All right, who would like to start the process?
Thoughts or not?
Go for it.
No.
No,
Oh.
go for it.
All right.
Can you just describe this pit hag thing since you brought it up? I'm not really understanding.
So the Pit Hag's ability is each night they choose a player and a character. They can choose any player, alive or dead. They can choose any character in the game. Okay? If that character is not in play, then that player will become that character.
Oh, okay. Got it.
If the character is in play, If the character already is in play, then nothing will happen. And the pit hag won't learn your ability didn't work.
Right? That includes if they're dead and in play.
That includes dead players are still in play.
A lot of times what the pit hag will try to do is turn townsfolk into outsiders because it turns them from being useful into being useless. But there are certainly many other things we do.
One other thing about the pit hag is the pit hag can pick a demon. So they can turn a player into a demon. But it reads here, if a demon is made, deaths are arbitrary. That means we choose which players and how many players will die.
That's gotta be fun for you guys.
Yeah, we'll try to balance
When
it.
I was playing at Dave's, I was bitching and moaning about the character I least like playing, the character I hate playing the most.
Well, no, then we wouldn't.
And
Me,
there was a
then
Theranos.
These.
And the Theranos immediately made me mad that I
These.
I'm like, okay.
All right.
Oh, I'm not gonna say.
We will not need this.
You really got. I'm like, I have to give you respect. Well done.
Need that later. We will need
Well done.
this later. It will always be that, unless something changes. I will come over to this side. Here we go. You want to take a picture with your phone? Or will you remember?
My phone's not going to have enough battery for this.
All right. My phone.
Yeah, I can't barely even look at the picture.
And we will need these two. All right, I think we are set. We don't have much. This one will be interesting. And if they don't choose, then this will not get a read. Otherwise, it'll be a 0 for tomorrow. That'll be the only one right there.
I know who to kill.
Good? All right. All right. Everybody go to sleep. It is time. All right, we're going to start here. Let's see. We need to go to...
The starting number is 5211. There's no drunk. We didn't change the number of players, so it's still 52. That's always. There's a demon on the script that adds an outsider, and there's a demon that removes
Mine. That's what ADC players do.
And in this game, it's not great for the outsiders to come out the way the outsiders did in the last game. Because that's actually really helpful for Evil to know who the outsiders are. So, yeah.
I need to do a consult.
Well,
Close your eyes.
Are we asleep?
We're asleep. You can't do combat when you're asleep
okay.
because you might
Look
see
at all
some of the action.
Now it's time to ask the philosopher if they would like to use their ability.
when you get a secret
I have
random.
one of those.
Yeah. So basically,
It's
like,
really
when
helpful.
they take our tokens, they put it in the box to expect it, and so they erase it. Gets to get it every night, and so she knew all of the characters, and then she also knew.
I knew who was lying.
Yeah, like what Mika
This
were you
looks to
getting
me like
up
a
in your
strong
chair?
setup
No,
for
they
good.
actually brought the grim right next to me,
Especially
and I just
if
took a
we
picture of it
give
every night.
How
Yeah,
did
so
you? My camera.
to the savant if it's too obviously bad. Is Sarah nervous if they choose the dreamer or the artist to keep them from getting the info? Could be pretty helpful, and then a barber swap to them after we give some bad info to the Nadashi neighbors. I'm pretty worried that
I'm publishing all your upskirt photos. No, I'm kidding.
the demon won't know how to use the barber swap. And they'll just be stuck. But we'll see.
That's what they're talking about.
Wouldn't you be more surprised if
Meow.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm pretty much better than everyone.
So the dreamer saw Esther this. This is going to make this mad about doing this. So we will fix our phone to the Serenopus. Mutant.
What are you doing tonight? Do you like that
Yelling at the wall
I'm
is
like, oh.
just no.
Here are aggressive as fuck. 100%.
Are they tourists generally?
No.
The local.
Alright. So now we'll get this. And they should learn a 0.
Did you tell the mathematician yet?
I've not told the mathematician yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to go over and tell them that they got a 0.
Okay, so the dreamer saw the mutant as mutant or Serenovus. The mathematician is mad about being the mutant. And we have to decide if we're going to give the savant real info, 1 true, 1 false, or 2 false immediately.
I think we give them 2 false immediately. Nadashi is pretty easy to suss out once you realize that you're...
I think the Nadashi will just get killed if we do that.
If we give them 2 false?
Immediately, yes.
Well, what should be the 2? We can tell her that exactly one time, there's exactly one time ability, or
it's okay if we give 2 false that point at other players. So there's exactly one sparking points that the philosopher or the artist, whoever's claiming them, one of them is lying. What were the books?
seamstress,
You're also going to point back at the seamstress if she thinks that.
The seamstress, the sage, and the oracle. We can say there are
true statement could be there are two.
We can say there are currently two mad people in town, which there are, or there are 3 one-time abilities.
Why don't we give them 2 true statements?
Okay. Which would be 2 mad people.
2 people are affected by madness, or there are 2 once per game abilities.
Sounds good. All right, that is everybody. All right, Ravenswood Bluff, welcome back to town. Realty prices are dropping rapidly, which is why everybody keeps coming back to this place of death and torture. It's the first night of Sex and Violence. Be wary. There are many information rolls, but very little information. So I hope that you go out and find what you need. You will have 5 minutes to go find that.
Joe was a real estate agent who was killed with his own sign.
Oh,
wow.
What?
in his real estate market.
One less
story here.
All right, timer starts
now.
More jobs.
Okay, now I can do a consult?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, who wants to talk?
Yul, you want to Dale want to chat?
I'm mad about
What did you say?
But I have pretend that I'm not a doctor because I'm mad about being outside.
Are you going to talk to your demon or your minion?
So you, there's many ways that a storyteller will run this. For you, I will just run that you need to claim to be the mutant.
Wayne or Amanda, you can just speak into Randall's chest.
Obviously, you don't have the mutant's ability. So, if you claim to be sweetheart, if you claim to be an outsider, you can't be killed as the mutant.
Yeah, hold on,
But
give me a
since you
moment
are
to
mad
come up
about
with
being the
2.
mutant, you need to claim that you are the
One,
mutant.
I guess, is the case maybe.
So, whether or not people believe you, that's another story, because they're going to expect you to die, but you may not die.
Fair enough.
That's always.
Okay.
There is a lycanthrope character, but it's
The seamstress or the bard?
Okay. And I will tell you that
Or the clockmaker. Do you want to give out any information right now? No.
I am either
All right. So I'm either the juggler or the oracle.
What about you? Would you like to share any information?
the oracle or the
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Sure.
So I'm gonna guess that we have a Serenade anyway.
Really now?
Are you asking your one question?
Yeah, it's once a day, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
based
once
on-
per game.
Based on the
So before you ask your question, you might want to go gather information.
all right.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Mayhaps. Maybe just a little bit.
Oh, we're doing it now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm done. I'm sorry?
Sure.
If you're that,
go
you're
here.
not supposed to say it.
If you're the mutant, you're not supposed to say that.
Yeah. Telling
but
people
if-
you're the mutant
but if
will get you
someone-
immediately executed by a storyteller.
Had to be mad about being the mutant. That's like a double negative.
You are
it
the
is.
savant.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't it be? 'Cause
So you're
Oh,
telling us
yeah.
you're the mutant.
It's
That's what
backwards.
you're doing.
All right. So there are
Yeah.
Okay, great.
But I,
two
Duly
people
noted.
in town
It's fine.
affected by madness.
You have to play it, if you
There
are mad, you have to play it
two,
like it's true. You can't
exactly
be like,
two,
I'm the mutant.
one-time
You really have to
So
play
then, at
one-time
night,
abilities
if there's a Cerenovus at play,
characters.
could the Cerenovus
So there's either exactly two
her
people affected by
play
madness,
the mutant
or exactly
before
two
daytime,
one-time
before
per
now?
use
So
abilities.
could
Yes.
the Cerenovus
The Cerenovus would act on night one.
Okay. So then,
like
if she's been told she has to be the mutant, that's like the double negative.
I really am the mutant.
But yes, we hear you
Uh-huh.
because
Sure.
there's a storyteller here that's making sure that you're saying you are. But
Okay.
he won't kill you.
Mad about it. Yeah. I don't
It was
want to
good.
die.
Yes.
Have any
But if you
ideas of
really
what
were
you're
the
going
mutant, you wouldn't
to use
say
your
so.
ability on?
Because you wouldn't want to die either.
But then if I'm the mutant, then I have to.
No, with the mutant, you have to
You don't want to make the wrong person drunk.
If you are actually the mutant, you have to say that you are.
Okay.
Has to pretend
I'm an artist.
I know what's in the games.
It's interesting. The mutant is opposite. So you cannot say that you're an outsider.
Okay, so you're either the mutant or the artist. Can I talk to Megan?
Oh, sorry. I do know what it is. It is Sage, Oracle, and Sage.
I kind of wanted to talk to Megan.
Yes. Oh, okay.
And this
Oh,
turn
oh,
out
yeah.
I wrote it with my eyes are closed. What can I?
I'm not really sharing from
Okay. Well, I've been telling people that I'm
all right, so we're going to
Oracle, so I guessed right.
Is it 2 for 2?
And then I said I was going to tell you. I will juggle.
I guess I could claim.
Ooh.
Do you want to jack?
It's time. All right, it's time to come back to town. All right, it's time. Come on back. All right, gang. I'll open the town up for, before we get to juggles, I will open the town to discussions. You can do juggles. Just remember, this script is new for some people. Storyteller consults can happen anytime. So if you need to use your consults during the town phase, you can. Just remember that. Just because we sat down doesn't mean you're off to, you're cut off. Okay? I will now accept juggles if you would like to juggle.
I juggle that Alicia is the mutant. That's my only juggle.
Noted.
Okay, I juggle that the demon's wearing glasses.
That is not a valid juggle.
You have to guess a
That's a
character.
gossip.
That's a gossip.
Oh.
It's supposed to be, you're supposed to guess their characters.
Oh.
I would like to juggle that so Alice, Dale, Alicia, Catherine, Solomon are the Fangu.
Noted.
Then I'll juggle the rest of the people as the demon. Is Fangu.
Noted.
Who are the rest of the
And what did you juggle, Dale?
I juggled that she's the mutant and nothing else.
Alice, to confirm, that's all 5 of the rest of the people, including you?
Well, the rest would only be 4.
Oh, just the 4. Okay.
Wait, anybody can juggle, or you guys are all claiming to be jugglers?
Everybody's claiming to be
Somebody-
juggler to hide the juggler.
Right. Obviously, at least 2 of the 3 people have spoken so far.
I think everybody should juggle.
Okay. I will
It
juggle
provides
that.
cover for the juggle.
I will juggle that 2 people are mad.
You have to say two specific.
That is not a valid juggle.
It's not a
That's
man,
not
it's
a
a
valid
character.
juggle. You have to name a character apparently. I got it wrong.
Well,
I would like to juggle, I just don't really
Who else can be mad?
And there are whoever Serenovus mad. There's the mutant. There is just those two that can be mad, but they wouldn't. Well, yeah, I don't know.
I'll open up nominations.
I want to do a juggle. I'm trying to figure out. Okay.
I will. Oh, I know.
Okay.
I will juggle
The
that.
dance.
No, she has to be a character. Like
Name
there
a
is
character. You have to name a character.
Catherine is, yeah,
Can I have a story?
a token.
Yep.
I will juggle that the clockmaker is mad.
No, that Catherine is the clockmaker.
Oh, that's
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't juggle that someone is mad. You have to juggle that they are a role.
Oh, that they are a
So
role.
you're juggling.
You cannot juggle a status.
Okay. Okay, I will juggle the
considered
clockmaker.
a thing.
Okay, I will juggle.
No. No. If you become the juggler, you would need to juggle that day
There you go.
and then get info
Noted.
the following night.
Alice.
Just want to make sure.
Did you remember?
Technically, I only have to remember one.
Yeah, but you have to pretend
yeah,
you listen to all of them. Though.
I did. I did listen to all of them. Just got to remember one, though.
That's true.
All right. Second call for nominations.
Anyone have any kind of information or?
There's so many information roles in this.
Yeah.
I
We've gotta
don't
have
even know.
stuff.
Somebody's got to have
So much
Many
information.
people have to have stuff.
Before I nominate, Alice, would you, Alicia, would
Yes.
you like to share about your role in any way?
I would, but I don't want to die.
Okay, great. That's what I need to know. So I would, I'm probably going to die with this, but I'm the dreamer, and I asked what Esther was, and it came out as mutant or Serenovus, and I've just now confirmed mutant or Serenovus. And it's just now been confirmed. I'm pretty sure Alicia is the mutant, which leaves Esther as being the Serenovus. So I put Esther as Serenovus on the block.
All right. Esther, your defense?
I
Oh,
am
and
in fact the Serenovus.
Wow.
That's my defense.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It will take 5 to put Esther on the block, right? 5. Starting with Negan. And 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Evil voters.
8 is enough.
100%.
I don't know if you'll beat that, so I will give you 10 seconds.
Evil.
Me?
I'm going to give the town 10 seconds.
Evil definitely voted for that.
Yep. And I am not going to re-nominate anyone else.
Oh, sorry.
I am the Serenovus, and I think I am a great kill.
2, 1. Esther is executed and dies. Everybody go to sleep.
Do we?
All right. Entering the night phase. We can go ahead. Oh, yeah, they did. So we will put that there and we will begin. We've flipped this over to this. So we will start here.
She might have stayed a bit in her misery. I think that Alicia, at some point, it perhaps was obvious that she was not the mutant, and I would not have wanted to execute her then because she seemed to be wasting enough of town's time doing the work that the Serenovus is supposed to create.
Now, the demon would have had to have voted. Otherwise, the one who didn't vote was obviously being the demon.
Yeah. But everyone knows.
Everyone but her. Evil definitely voted.
But in the end, it turned out that everyone believes that she is just the mutant who didn't realize that she was going to die. So the philosopher has chosen to be the oracle, but obviously he's poisoned, so that's not going to do anything except give him poisoned information, which of course he's going to learn a 1. At least that's what I would tell him, based on the fact that Esther's claiming Cernobus. And they could think it's a Vortox. Seems like the Cernobus is picking the same player again. So if she's picked again as the mutant, that'll be an interesting double claim.
Esther or Alicia? Yeah. Well, I think Alicia.
Demon is killing the artist. I guess the dreamer is being left alive. The dreamer is going to figure out it's not Vortox though. So if they start trusting each other between the dreamer, the real mutant who had everyone vote for them, and the philosopher, it's going to point out Nodashi. I don't think people are going to then believe that the dreamer is the Nodashi, given that she knew, like when Esther comes out as mutant. Now she picked Dale, and she's obviously going to get Barbara. I don't see what else she's getting, but he gave her Barbara in a 2, so it's not going to completely confirm her, because she could have just guessed, since there's no other outsider other than the mutant that is coming out.
That's why we're trying to make it so it's always our current schedule was
Dale the Barber was chosen by the Dreamer. I showed them. I was going to show them Cernobus, but I decided, because Esther's going to claim to be the mutant, but Alicia's going to still claim to be the mutant. So I didn't want them to think that the Cernobus might be dead, and Dale is going to be the Nodashi or the Barber. The mathematician will get a 1 because the philosopher's ability failed to proc.
Did you give him his oracle information?
I'm going to do that in a minute.
Are you planning on telling him a 1?
Of course.
So in a world where it's a 1, it's either going to come down to being a Vortox somewhere, but then the Dreamer info is high strongly against that, unless Dale himself is the Vortox.
Or it's Esther or yeah.
Well, it's going to be hard to paint. Well, Esther can't be the Nodashi. She's dead.
No, but she can be a dead minion.
If she's a dead minion, to Nigum's Nodashi, though. Nigum is the one coming up with the Dreamer info, and she's going to die or have correct info. So I think, logically, it's going to pretty heavily to the real Nodashi.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, because the mathematician can't come out with their number at all. So as far as he knows, his ability's working.
Yeah, but then they won't vote on the mathematician because they think Esther's the one that's evil.
Yeah.
The mathematician is still mad as the mutant, I assume. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
But also, too, Catherine can be a Vigor Kill minion, which is why the Cernobus is still in play.
So we have to decide on Savant info.
I think we give him 2 false info. I think we back up the oracle number. We say either one person, one evil is dead, or there is no mutant.
So he'll believe more likely that one evil is dead.
Yeah.
Those two things are weird though, because if Esther is evil,
then she comes
then
back.
she's the mutant. Then one evil is dead is true.
We can also say there is one evil dead, or no ability worked correctly at night.
No townsfolk got true information.
Last night.
That's better than no ability to work correctly. Because the demon ability did work correctly. So wait, what do you want to say? Okay.
I like how you went with the theme, the old-fashioned theme.
All right, town. Everybody wake up. Catherine was unfortunately killed last night. So we need to extinguish Esther and Catherine's
So I
candle.
have a storyteller question.
Yes?
If a townsfolk is made mad that they are the mutant, to satisfy pretending to be the mutant, wouldn't they need to pretend that they were?
No, we've talked through this before.
Pretty much anything but the outsider.
The way I would rule it is that they would need to pretend to be the mutant. By claiming the mutant, they can't die because they don't have the mutant ability.
But but if you were mad to be mad that you were the mutant, wouldn't you have to pretend to be the mutant and then say I'm the savant or something?
Nope.
So
Because then they.
if you were mad that you were the mutant, you could satisfy your madness by going around and telling people that you were the mutant.
Would you mind sharing what you're
Yeah, I was the
How you doing, Sarah?
Did you ask your question?
Great.
Did you?
I can, I'm dead now. So,
You are dead. You have no ability unless it specifically says even when
Let me
dead.
just clarify something because I sort of misspoke. The Serenovus can only make people mad that they are good.
So now that I'm dead, I am the mutant.
Yeah, there you go. The Serenovus can only make people mad that they are good. The Serenovus can't make someone mad that they are the Serenovus.
Is there
which
anything
is what I
that
said
can
during-
make somebody?
They can. It's any character.
No.
I just really want to know why.
Choose a player and a
good
good
character.
character.
Yeah.
So I
But that
misspoke
could be an
during the
outsider
night.
still.
I just wanted to clarify, the Serenovus cannot make someone mad that they
At
are
the sim.
But is there anything that can make somebody think that they're Serenovus?
So yesterday during the vote, I could have said I am the juggler.
Yeah.
But I think that me dying was fine.
Mhm.
Like it's better to get me on the board.
And if she's the mutant, she's going to be.
So you
Does that
got
actually come up with
I was not there to hear
I'm the
it.
mutant. Yeah, but I could have made everybody else.
Well, we can ask
I
her.
am the
and
mutant.
I'm recording
She's still mad as she's a counselor.
I'm trying to ask someone else, and
She's very nervous mad.
Okay.
There's also some people are spirits.
Joe, can I grab you for a second?
Okay,
First.
1 second.
Oh, yeah.
Before you give any savant information, I was informed that
Serenovus
Alicia
voted.
was saying at night, I have to say I'm the mutant. I have to say I'm the mutant.
No, because I can only vote once per game, so I want
She would like a Serenovus execution.
Okay.
So whoever killed me did
I
that.
mean, we should ask Lisa if she did that, because I wasn't there to hear it.
Yeah.
But before you give savant or artist, or I can't give artist, but... Alicia, can I grab you for a second? No? I need a storyteller consult. Can you step away, please?
So did you tell people last night that you had to say that you were the mutant?
What did I say? I am the mutant.
No, at night when we were doing the night phase.
I don't remember.
Can you do it?
I don't think
Okay.
so. Okay.
Cool.
Remember, if you're mad, you can't say that you're mad while you're
You might
mad.
be able to show you your power as long as you didn't do it once. Hello. The entire game.
Yeah, I think you can.
I am the mutant.
I think you can still
The
wait.
mutant. But
Oh look.
You can't tell people that you have to claim the mutant. You just have to. You don't even have to say that. Basically, what it is if somebody comes up and asks you what you are, you just say I'm the mutant. That's it. Other than that, you can play just like normal.
okay.
You don't have to repeatedly say it.
All right,
You
so
know
that
what I'm saying?
You're feeling really smart.
Yeah.
That's like telling them.
That you're mad. You have to pretend that you pretend to be the mutant, but you also have to convince people that you're not Sarah Novus mad. Like you have to convince them that you really are that person, not that you're pretending to be that person. Otherwise, the Sarah Novus will get a kill.
Oh, well,
Look up
they-
here.
All of that, and then they changed the camera on me.
Exactly 2 players are mad, or exactly 2 players have once per game.
This is actually really funny because we both
So yeah,
cut it
the
down.
madness was between me and.
Okay, so that either means that there is between the seamstress, the
But I was killed,
philosopher,
so who
and
cares?
artist.
Yes.
There's only one.
Why would I lie to
It inflicts with my information.
Oh.
So what's the question?
He thinks I'm lying.
Hey Alicia.
So
Hey
I
Alicia,
have
you're
reasons
still
to
the
believe
mutant
so.
right now, right? Okay.
Okay.
And it's not a question.
You're
Oh,
the
I
mutant.
know. I know.
Did anyone actually?
Yep.
Did we actually?
I was going to ask you, can I still, even
No.
though I'm dead? Yeah, because they brought that up, and I was like,
I mean, sorry.
So if they think that you're evil, they might hear this, or not this, but that you're a minion, but the demon killed you because you would still get to use your power.
I'm just kind of waiting for the storyteller to.
What did you get left?
This kills a minion, but they're still dead, but they still get to use their power. Maybe. That's why he thinks you're maybe.
Whatever.
But there's only one.
Yeah, there's only one
But
My
but
toes are
Dale himself said he was highly deceived.
You have your 2 lies to that. I'm kidding.
My 2 lies.
Yeah. So before you talk to him,
Either,
like before.
let me say, I'm trying, I remember one of them, I don't remember the second one. Do you remember both of them?
I remember the ones from yesterday.
No, we
Okay.
we plan them ahead of time. So either one person is dead, or no towns. Either one evil person is dead, or I realized
Pretty obvious.
I was
Which
realizing.
will be true.
Yeah, either one evil person is dead, or no townsfolk got correct
I
information
trust
last
my
night.
mom, and my mom lied to me. Now I can trust her.
Wow, that's
I can't believe you let me share anything. You're gonna lie to me again. I believed you. What?
What did I get?
Huh? I'm Savant. If the barber,
you're
two things I was told. If the barber
either
dies, it's better if the barber dies
earlier on, so we can.
So
yeah.
either it's good if I die immediately or never. So since whatever the heck happened with you, so do we believe that Alicia is the mutant? Because when she pulled her token,
No, I am the mutant. Confirmed.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
What I meant to say is Sarah Novus.
Sarah's mad?
Mad that she's the mutant. Do we
Well,
believe that she because when I pulled her token out of the bag, I'm sitting next to her. She said, "I don't know how I feel about this," which is interesting.
Yeah.
So that could be her reaction to being. If we don't have any things on anything else, I think.
Me. That's just a mathematician getting a lot. I asked her if she was the mutant, and she said yes. And then I keep asking her, you can't be the mutant. And she said she's the mathematician.
Okay.
Evil would kill. Did the table know there was a ping on Catherine? I didn't know there was
No.
a ping on
Yeah.
I'll head back to town.
Okay.
But I'm wondering.
Have an execution.
It's time. All right.
Ian gave out her info, apparently.
go ahead and sit down.
I think that's a good nomination if we don't have the nomination I suggested. I think is a good one if we don't have a strong one.
All right, I'm going to open up nominations, and Alicia is executed and dies. Everybody go to sleep.
Alicia?
All right, so for those that are watching, what just happened was that Alicia was mad and has been executed. So she dies. The town does not get to nominate. They do not get to kill.
Yeah, she gave out her info as a mathematician to one, which
we will start our night phase. The philosopher
you
is
can't
acted.
when you're
So we
mad.
need to go to the
It's a bit weird picking people mad as the mutant because like it's obviously not true. And a real mutant actually might say they're a mathematician
So we
with
know
a one.
Alicia was mad because she was executed by the storyteller. Except for, wait, is there a klutz on this script?
There is a
No,
klutz.
but I'm thinking of something else.
So if Alicia was mad, that means there has to be a Sarah Nova?
Yes.
Unless she is
So this does get the kill, but it also confirms that Esther is good and wasn't the Sarah Novus, because the Sarah Novus is still alive and Esther was executed. Now, Catherine could be the Sarah Novus who was Vigor killed and is poisoning a neighbor and also still creating madness. I don't think they're going to think that that's the case, even though it's possible. Sarah Novus is taking a long time to decide.
Someday when I'm the Sarah Nova, I want to inspire some riddle music now prepare the sage and then kill him so that they have to wait and say I'm the sage. And they wouldn't actually have to say who the name was. They would have to say the name. Which would be kind of hilarious. This is a hard script.
So
There's a lot of
it's the Sarah Novus that's in the game versus another.
Sarah Novus is not. Sarah Novus.
It's a minion, right? Do we have any ideas?
It's interesting. It looks like the demon is interested in sinking a kill, because I think she asked if she has to kill.
Does Alicia dying?
Unlike on Trouble Brewing, where there's a monk and a soldier, and sinking can help solidify those claims, or there's not really much reason to do it. She is doing that. I guess you could simulate that there's been a pit hag demon change, but I think people know there has to be a Sarah Novus, so there can't be a pit hag demon change. There's almost no other reason for a demon to be unable to kill, and I say almost because Wayne knows why. That little evil sweetheart.
The mutant was executed by the storyteller. That satisfies the word execute is very specific in this game. It doesn't mean execute means execution happened during the day, and people are killed at night.
So like people
People kill, and the town says those two words are very specifically and not. So if it says execute, it means executed by
So the dreamer saw a demon, It's the seamstress or the Nadashi. The demon chose not to kill.
She chose not to kill. She chose to kill a dead body. I'm not sure why.
I was explaining how on TV there's reasons for that. In this, you could simulate a pit hag demon change, or like that the demon was killed if they're evil twins, but there's obviously no evil twins because there's obviously a Serenova, so that can't be a pit hag.
It could be a pit hag, and maybe it was a Nodashi, now it's a Vortox, so they have to execute.
If it was a pit hag, how do we have the madness break? I mean,
Exactly.
Alicia would have to really be the mutant, and Esther would have to be the evil, but then the pit hag's not alive if Esther's the evil.
It's true. Or Catherine, there is no... Yeah, who knows?
What did you give?
Huh?
Did you give the Oracle?
1.
The 1, okay. And the mathematician?
Nothing, they're dead.
All right. Okay.
I have so much.
All right, everybody. Everybody wake up. If we can put out Alicia's candle.
So wait a second.
That's it.
No one. Oh.
No one died?
No one?
No one.
No one died in the night.
Is there, do we have any like protective roles?
Yeah, is there a protective role?
I really don't understand why I was executed so quickly.
No one dies. So
Or
it
killed
could have
so
been.
quickly. Sorry, not executed.
It could have been a. Well, no. If we confirm have a Serenovus and it's hard, we can't have a pit hag.
What are the, Randall, what are the mechanisms on the script for there being no deaths besides the demon sinking to kill?
I would love to.
Well, pit hag demon change.
The Nodashi.
The demon being dead.
But it's townsfolk. Yeah. So it can.
And the demon being sweetheart drunk.
I can't believe you lied to me again.
Well, I shared my
Demon
goal
being
with you
sweetheart
and
drunk?
what I
I
know.
trusted.
Yeah, remember when one of the possible statements was
When you die, one player is drunk from
brain of a
Oh,
12-year-old.
so are you
That's the
still
four
mad?
top game player special ability. All townsfolk
Did the storyteller wake you up last night and tell you that you were mad?
No.
Would you like to tell us what you were?
So I'm wondering about such.
You were the mathematician.
You want to talk about cats?
Um,
You want to talk about Ike?
and what info did you get?
What would it look like if
No,
you were
person.
poisoned?
Use my Dune abilities and
No, on the first night,
So
nobody's
basically, both things that you're
abilities
are false.
were abnormal.
Only in a
And on the
Vortox
second night,
world is
one
it
person's
absolutely
abilities.
true or absolutely
Okay.
No, I'm actually
It's like you're here and I'm terrified.
What's
Drunk is
Zero.
So we,
No, the guy,
But
Night
like,
one
poison,
zero.
he was
Two.
tapping in and out
like
between
if
Honkai
she
and
as
So
an
you guys
like,
remember
it's
what
so
happened?
she's
So-
getting
doing it all.
false information
well,
because that's
we
part
need
of
good
her ability.
people
Really?
to start
Yes.
sharing.
Are you
the
sure?
Do not believe me?
Are you sure?
Do I need to like
Are you
3D
sure?
like
Can
act
you
it
bow
out?
on the floor? Can you get on the floor
No.
and say that you are? You rub your hands together and be like.
I still don't
nice.
understand madness fully, so I'm freestyling and trying my
Can you
best.
get on the floor and be like, pretty
And you
please,
were
I
made mad that
swear.
you
Did we not have a conversation?
I feel like I'm just messing with the script.
I think my problem
No, you have
is
to
I
be-
realized that
I can't get on the floor.
Oh, well, get as close to the floor.
What were you?
I was the artist.
Oh yeah.
Can you explain?
Madness is claiming that something is true.
Were you
So a player who is mad that it's not about crazy.
Does
It's
it
like,
count?
what do you like? What's your favorite?
My favorite
Food.
person.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Yeah.
I shouldn't think.
Either.
Sandwiches.
So if your favorite food is sandwiches, then you could be mad about sandwiches, trying to convince other people that sandwiches are the best, that they should eat them every day and nothing else but sandwiches.
But
That would be being mad that sandwiches
The demon sank a kill.
is
are the best.
sarcasm
Sank a kill.
a clause for me not being
Sank a
certified?
kill.
If someone is obvious that they are acting mad but aren't
Like
really,
last time?
then they could be executed.
Yeah. Look at me.
It'd be so funny if you just get killed.
Look right into my eyes.
Okay, I'm looking right into your eyes. I can't really see that well.
Either a
I
dead
know.
player active
I'm
last night.
looking up there.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
I'm 100%.
Thanks.
I'm
I don't
the
believe
mutant.
you then.
Okay, I didn't ask you.
This is how you treat me.
I treat you really well.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have to.
Sinking of a kill, I think, is what did the evil team in.
I can't believe you would say that.
They're pretty much going to execute.
You got it. You could still be getting.
I'm the mutant. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
He was what?
Yeah.
Another one? We'll wait to see how the votes go.
I'm pretty sure he said he.
If they killed Dale, that would be good for them. So let's see if they put Dale on the block.
I thought because it pops up as like weird. I just got access to our Facebook page. I had no idea how. I was just like, I was seeing events.
All right, nominations are immediately open.
I would like
And you
to,
see me going up
I would
every
like
day
to
too.
nominate Vivian.
Okay, now I'm obsessed.
I'd like to nominate Vivian as the Nodashi.
No, you don't have
Well,
to.
you don't nominate
you
her
don't have
as
to
something.
nominate.
But I think that she is the Nodashi. I'm just saying.
Yes, that can be.
I believe that she is because I'm the dreamer and I got either Nodashi or seamstress on her. And I believe, so as the Nodashi, she's poisoning her neighbors. And this poor savant has not been sharing the right information.
Poisoning my neighbors, wouldn't that mean I'd have to kill myself?
No,
What?
you're just
You're making your neighbors.
no. You're making your neighbors poisoned all the time. And
Oh,
I think
it's
that
not
he
just
may
like a
also
passive?
be.
Yes, it's a
I
passive.
think
Yes.
he may also be poisoned.
Passive ability.
So I am putting her on the
I didn't know
block.
that was a thing.
You're just nominating.
Nominating her.
All right,
Okay.
Vivian?
What
Hold
wrong
on,
savant
hold on. We got Vivian's defense.
Hi guys. Well, I told you what I was. I don't know. You don't have to reveal it. I don't think it's a good thing to
already
reveal
forgot.
it. You asked me twice.
I know, and I still forgot.
And I also told Alice. So these are my two defendants.
I'm kidding, I
suppose.
didn't forget. I just remembered.
What did you say you are?
I'm not gonna reveal that
Can
right
I
now
reveal
at
it?
this moment. After my case.
But they're gonna kill you.
Okay, well,
Slay.
you know, I guess I get slayed, but yeah, I don't
If you
know.
guys vote, then I don't need to use my dead vote. Just in
I
case,
think
but
that
I support.
Hey guys, let's get her defense.
I think that, my bad. Well, sorry, I like lost track of what I was gonna say. I had like a whole thing planned.
Yeah, that's what a liar would say.
On God.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's all. Just want to know one.
Yeah.
Did I say that out loud?
Well, for the most part, I've just been kind of sitting here and listening around, and so far, I think everything has matched up. The first thing that you told me was just I'm a mutant. You never told me his role, so I don't really know if that's true or not. I also don't really have any evidence on Esther being the mutant for sure, like she claimed to be. But yeah.
All right, we will start with Yule in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is enough. Ending the day.
You should nominate someone so that you don't die.
If you don't want
I nominate Esther.
I'm already dead. I'm already
Well,
dead.
I nominate you then.
Why should you all
She nominates Yule. Why?
Just telling her the game. Like,
Yeah, that's just like basic game
Oh, I thought you
flow.
said to Yule that he.
No, she should.
It's like
I'm
if you
telling
don't want to
somebody-
die,
yeah,
you
I
should
was
try
telling, I was
nominating.
telling Vivian.
Yeah.
Why you nominate me?
Well, I mean, you tell me you're a mutant, and we already know she's a mutant. And
I'm the mutant.
are you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
I'm 2,000% positive.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
Anyways, but and we already were sure that Alicia was already certain of us twice, or at least we're assuming that is the case since she died
defense, I'm the mutant.
Are you sure?
Yes. I also don't think we already have someone on the block. We don't need to kill anyone else right now. I think it's a pretty solid kill. And if not, I think it's good for the good team anyway.
Voting will start with Esther, and it'll take 5 to put you on, 4 to tie, 3.
I think the Serenovus is still alive.
All right, ending the day in 5,
You'll just claim
4,
I think the Serenovus
3,
is still alive.
2, 1. Yule is executed and dies. Everybody go to sleep.
All you had to do was not do the one thing that you did. Apparently. All you had to do was the only thing that you did.
You were being too sarcastic about
If you are mad, you can't make jokes about all this. We now get
Really, the only chance they have is to kill Dale and swap. But I don't think that.
Wait, isn't an execution an execution?
Yes, but it's executed
The demon will realize that Dale is the barber, or that they can switch with their minion and kind of save themselves for a bit. Of course, then the savant will stay alive and get true information, but he might already think that it's wrong information, so.
That's why that is really bad. Because sometimes evil
Is it so? Is it?
Every night evil heals someone good. If we keep killing good players during the day,
They're just going to win by numbers.
Yeah, they're basically getting 2 kills between
Yeah.
the day and the night each cycle.
If you're mad, if you're Serenovus mad, you can't meme about it. You have to actually play the thing.
Played.
Although I'm confused why Yule was executed because he said it was immune. Because the storyteller has already told us that if you are made Serenovus mad, you are immune.
Maybe it's because he was sarcastic about it. We picked up on the fact that he was
The first.
I think we'd all be dead. Yeah.
I'm confused because the storyteller told us that if you are made Serenovus mad, that you are the mutant, then you can satisfy that by saying that you're the mutant. So I think that Yule must have been Serenovus mad that he was something else, and that he didn't pretend to be the thing he was supposed to pretend to be.
Well, he didn't mention any other character.
Or in maybe a whisper, he said something that he wasn't supposed to.
I mean, not to me, obviously.
Oh my
You were asking
gosh.
questions, it's up to me.
This is just too hard.
I don't remember what he said.
I got dotted.
Who is
Also, it seems like
Yeah, well, we won't. It might change. Oh, it might
Seems like Vivian was actually bluffing Sage,
Both.
but
Both, yeah,
kind of bluffing Seamstress bluffing Sage.
But they can make more evil, right?
Serenovus and Nodashi. Wait, sorry. Do we have an explanation yet as to why we didn't have a death?
Sure, looks like they are swapping, so
Did we talk through that?
they have a chance again.
Was it a demon change?
That would make sense.
I mean, we're pretty sure it's Serenovus, but
But who is the demon? Which demon is in play?
so then would it be a snake? I think she wanted
So the previous Serenovus pick is no longer Serenovus man.
That's fine, but I think I've got the
They won't know it or be notified, but we cannot have a Serenovus execution today.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, no.
Not Alice.
We were about to.
We were about
Poison
to.
players now are the Dreamer and the Dead Mathematician. It passes through the Dead Barber because they're an outsider, but it does not pass through a Dead
So you
Townsfolk.
think that Vivian's
So the Savant will get true information, though they might think it's false. We can give them information that Alice is the demon. The Dreamer can get false information. So,
usually I'm supposed to say that there's somebody else.
Technically be a bigger mortis.
looks like he showed Oracle or Serenovus.
But they still have their ability.
Which they're going to think is just the Serenovus.
What? Okay.
Well, we have
So then that would mean it would be
a
something.
demon switch because the barber died.
Yep, I saw that. I saw you give
Poison the Dreamer.
The Dreamer Oracle or Serenovus.
Yeah. Captain okay. Oracle Serenovus, so they will want to kill the Serenovus now. Yeah.
So we can now give the Savant true information.
We can give the Savant true information, and Dale is not mad, although he thinks he's mad.
As what, the mutant?
Yeah. No, as a sage.
As a sage. Because he was saying about dying and being mad as a sage. That's great. He's probably going to say that the demon is Vivian.
Yeah.
Because that's what they think. So we could give the Savant. What information do you want to give the Savant?
The sage died last night. Or he's no longer poisoned, or he's not poisoned. Just say he's not poisoned.
Can you give that information?
Why
It
not?
seems weird.
Exactly. They won't know if they believe it or not. They won't know if to believe if he's.
What if you give the sage died last night, or Vivian is not the Nadashi?
There we go. All right, town. Everybody wake up. Dale died at night. No, the other one. The other one.
Yep. Oh, you me. So sorry. You me.
Guys, listen. When I kill my own minion, come on, guys.
Yes.
No, I don't even know how to.
Am I still
I can't answer that question.
Well, when does
Did
Mad
anyone? So you're still alive.
When, if you're asking if you're Serenovus mad,
Yes.
it will end when the Serenovus ceases to exist.
Or pick someone else?
Yeah,
When the Serenovus picks someone else, does the madness on the previous person end?
the minute they pick somebody else.
So at night.
Mm-hmm.
And Serenovus madness
I'm not what you
continues
think I am.
into death.
Yep.
You're still alive, right?
I'm still alive.
That tracks.
Joel for sure thinks I'm just
Hi, guys.
How many people are left? 5? Oh, perfect.
Solomon. How many people are left? You said you're the savant, right?
So you convinced that Vivian's
And what
not.
what are the information that you got?
Dale.
The first one, yeah.
So Dale, who were you?
I was the sage. First night I was told that there were 2 people from that
You,
Stop.
2 people have a one-time ability.
Solomon. No, Yule is dead. There's only 4 people.
Yes, you do.
Oh, you forgot it. That's not like you said.
That's not what the roll.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah, I know. Because he didn't want to reveal. So do we?
Sage does
Two people.
But like I said, but Dale's his role, and he's they're
stuff.
purposely not going to kill
The
us.
second night, I was told.
You don't like this game?
Either,
I don't like this
one
particular
player was dead,
round of sex and violence that we're occurring.
Well, I mean, the town's been completely
or
denied.
everybody received bad information the first day.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do. That's.
I feel
You are
uncomfortable
mad
when
about
the
being
person
an
who fed me when the storyteller who fed me the information tells
I'm
me.
not an
And he's
outsider.
smiling like you
If
might
I
be
just
poisoned,
said I'm not
you
an
might be
outsider.
drunk, but some of this might not even matter.
I find that with the salon it's important to write down exactly what he said, because if you paraphrase it, sometimes it's like the hardest to know.
And the third day,
Yes.
that's a lot. Either a dead player acted the previous night, or a demon killed a dead player again. Or the demon killed a dead player again. Which I am not sure how it happens here.
Well, there was one night where the demon didn't kill anybody. So maybe.
I was about to say, and I have yet to receive my 2 statements today.
Would you like to have a consult? I can't guarantee that you're getting 2 statements, though.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, I am fully cognizant that they could both be true, they could both be false. Sure. You could even say, okay, I will
Tell you that last night the sage died, or Vivian is not the demon.
Okay. That's a good paranoia-inducing. That's a good paranoia-inducing.
Yeah. This storyteller said if you are not radiating that you just say it.
Yeah, but
and I grant you that is quite convincing.
It doesn't mean they
All right, are we all back?
We are all back.
Are we all back? I have an announcement. So I was in fact the sage, and now that I have been killed, I got to find out who the demon is, and it's Vivian. Of course, I did get one other player. I don't think it's that other player, and I'm not going to reveal who that other player is right now. I think we should just go ahead and kill Vivian, and if that doesn't work,
So, I mean, we're either going for it or we go to sleep.
yeah, we can go to sleep and wait for final 3. It's fine.
That's a safer option, yeah?
Yep.
There's no
Wait, going to
way
sleep
that
is-
we get screwed if we
Oh,
go to sleep
can somebody
right now,
explain the going to sleep?
I don't want to
If
say
we
who the
don't-
other one is in case it's not
So
Vivian.
when
but
we're
we
in
may
the
as well go
final
to sleep.
4,
No, but I just
one
mean
of the
like,
strategy is to just go to sleep and not execute anyone, because you get a higher percentage of hitting the demon when you're in final 3. Does that make sense? Did I explain it correctly?
Mechanics of Final 4 are, as long as there's not 3 evils alive, and because this script we only, as long as there's not 3 evils alive, if you choose to execute the demon, you will go to sleep, and then the demon will kill somebody, and then you'll wake up with only 2. The team will win. How? So 1 in 4 shot. What everybody is saying is if you go to sleep, the demon will kill somebody and eliminate one of your options so that you have a 1 in 3 spot versus a 1 in 4 spot.
I'm willing to go with Vivian.
there's no mechanics though. If we go
Well,
to sleep right
the
now,
better thing is to go to sleep and then kill her.
But somebody might die in the middle of the night that's a good player.
Slight correction
Okay.
in that
Alright.
on this script,
Okay.
if the demon is a Fangu,
Slot machines next to each other, a 1 in 3 chance
you
of
can have 3
winning or a
evils.
1 in 4 chance of winning with slot machine.
One would always be dead.
Okay. So if Vivian dies in the night, she's not the demon,
Right,
or
and
she
that-
commits
and that would-
suicide,
Right.
or she commits.
She cannot commit suicide. Other-
She cannot. No. What do you think?
Not in this scenario.
No, only the imp can commit suicide and then pass it.
All right, well,
Okay.
Either the sage was killed last night or Vivian is.
All right, I'm going to take a vote. Solomon, would you like to nominate or go to sleep?
I will nominate.
Okay, go ahead.
I will go ahead and nominate Vivian.
Okay,
don't vote for this.
they can if you want. So, let's get, no, if
Tom,
this
did
is,
you hear the rationale
The
between going
rationale.
to sleep and
Okay.
voting now?
yes, that if we go to sleep, the demon will kill someone tonight. We'll be down to 3 people, but that means that there will be 1 town's.
We just have a 1 in 3 chance versus a 1 in 4 chance. Right? Like, I'm pretty sure it's her, but like we're forcing the demon to kill someone.
You know what? Okay, fine. I will go ahead.
Are you withdrawing your
I
nomination?
withdraw my nomination.
Okay.
All right, Sleep. Negan?
Yeah.
Sleep? Alice?
Are there any mechanics
Sleep.
at this point that can?
Everybody said sleep. We're going to go to sleep. Everybody close your eyes. Yeah. She more cheered than said sleep, but I took that as sleep.
So this is a much better play for town because if the Serenovus does not make Dale mad again, then Dale can come out as the barber, revealing that there possibly was a switch, and they could make sense of their flipped information between the dreamer and the savant. The savant's now getting true information. The true statement, of course, is that Vivian is not the demon, because Vivian is the Serenovus now. Tomorrow, if the savant lives, I probably would give them a statement that says Vivian is not the demon. And if it's Vivian and Solomon and Alice, I mean, it's not that helpful. It'd be really funny to give the statements. Vivian is not the demon, Alice is not the demon. The statements don't actually help because if he's sitting next to the Nadashi, I could just give the statements that suggest that the barber swap did happen when the barber swap didn't happen. And if the barber swap did not happen, then Migum's dreamer information would be correct and the savant information would be poisoned. So it's going to be exactly a 50-50 with no real way to tell.
And since I believe that the Serenovus is still around,
The name of the game has shared any of your information?
If the Serenovus and the demon are still around, there's only going to be 1 townsperson left. They will not win the game.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So what's funny is Alice is the Oracle because Yule turned into the Oracle. So all of her information should be drunk.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter because what I saw was that the Serenovus made Migum mad. So Dale can come out as the barber, which is much better for town, but it's going to be exactly 50-50 because if Migum was sober, then she saw the Serenovus. And that no swap actually happened. And if the swap did happen, then Migum is drunk and the Savant info. But if the Savant is still poisoned, the info telling him, don't execute Vivian is bunk because he's poisoned.
So the question is, so I say we give them the standard no information today for Savant. We just tell them you either nominate Vin or you nominate Alice.
Because you could say Vivian is the demon or Alice is the demon.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I don't know. I like laying it on thick. Vivian is not the demon. Killing Vivian will not win you the game.
We'll see.
Whatever, you could say the same.
Yeah. All right, everybody. You may wake up. Negan is dead. Migum, sorry.
All right. So, we're to final 3, right?
Final 3.
So, I was Serenovus mad last round, then I was the Sage. I was not the sage. I was the barbarian.
Yes,
I was Saranova's mad last round, but I was the sage.
And you were still able to get the information that you did?
No, of course not. I had to lie.
Okay.
I had to make up sage information in order to satisfy being Saranova.
Not being executed.
But you were dead.
Otherwise, I would have really
I'm
screwed
still
the game.
new. I'm still understanding.
If I had broken Saranova's madness, that would have been it. The game would have been over.
I get it.
And Evil would have
I
won.
get it.
Wait,
So-
what the heck does that?
Well,
It doesn't matter.
thank you, Dale,
I
for
was
playing
mad
it
when
well.
I was the sage. I made up stuff about
Yeah,
the
you
sage. And I was successfully Saranova's mad and was not executed. So, now, here's the final three. It doesn't matter. It does not matter what any of the alive players have to say. Because one of them is the demon, one of them is the Saranovus, and the remaining only good player is now Saranovus mad. If you were woken up last night and told you were Saranovus mad, for God's sake, please just say, claim to be who you were told to claim to be, make up some info. We're not going to listen, but just make the claim. And don't say anything else, I'm begging you. Then, once that's happened, let's kill Vivian. Because Vivian is the demon, but the person who is Saranovus mad right now needs to make sure that they satisfy that so that they aren't executed and take our execution away from us.
So right now
So
alive
let's
is
hear from
Alice.
all the alive
Alice,
people.
Solomon.
None, all of them will be lying. All of the alive people will be lying. One of them is the demon who will lie. One of them is the Saranovus who will lie. And one of them is Saranovus mad, and they have to lie. So let's hear from all the alive players.
Do we need
all
to?
of
Can
whom
we
are
just
lying. We
There
need
has to be a
go through
nomination.
these
Nominate them?
motions so that we don't have a Saranovus break.
Well, but
Execution.
it's not a Saranovus break if they don't say anything.
Yes, they must claim to
Oh.
be their role.
Okay.
Not, I mean,
Yeah.
Joe, do they
So-
have to, does someone who's Saranovus mad have to claim to be their role? in order
Well,
to
I will.
satisfy
I'll.
the madness? Is silence sufficient?
I think it's optional.
We have to nominate somebody.
Are you asking for a roll call?
No, I'm asking for a storyteller constant.
Oh, okay.
I think the one good person should just nominate Vivian.
Hold on, hold on. Can I ask this? No, because this matters.
That is important.
It matters because some storytellers say that silence is not sufficient to
Okay.
satisfy Saranovus.
Okay.
I will say that most of the time when a storyteller says silence is not sufficient, it's because they're referring to somebody getting asked a question and them just saying silent.
Oh, I see. Like,
So, but if no one asks them anything and they don't volunteer anything,
Then we're
they
good.
haven't broken madness?
Yeah.
Because this
Alright.
is the final nomination.
This
like,
is the
they're
final
not
nomination.
expecting them to
If
like
it
sell
was-
this
If
story.
it was Wayne, it would
no,
be different.
even Wayne would agree
No,
that he
Wayne
would.
says-
Wayne, would you kill someone right now if they
Wayne
did
says-
die?
We're
talking about.
Gotcha. They don't know you're on the stream following it.
At least one person to be the role.
okay.
Okay.
Well, I think if
Two.
they're okay with that, then I think we
If he's
should
fine with
nominate.
silence, then we can just
Yeah,
nominate.
I think we should nominate.
Okay.
Hi guys.
Do we want it? But we are dead. We
Yeah,
don't
so
get
we
to
need
nominate.
the one good player.
Yes, but it
We
has to
need
be a
the one
live
remaining
player.
good player to nominate Vivian now.
Or
I nominate Vivian.
There we go.
Hi guys. I am not the demon. I'm a sage, guys. I promise on my last penny that I am the sage. How dare you?
It'll be Solomon and we'll all be screwed anyway. Let's go on.
If it was me, I've done a pretty good job pretending to be.
Vote, I guess.
Everyone is voting. Guys.
All right. I'll start at Yule in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3,
We have to go all in.
I mean,
4,
this is enough to
5,
but,
6.
I just think it's.
All
I
right.
feel like something happened.
I don't think that can be beat. I'm pretty sure it cannot be beat.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. So that is the end of the game. A team has won. So let's go ahead and start. We'll start with our first execution of the day, Esther, our self-proclaimed Saranovus. She was mad, but she was not the Saranovus mad. She was just the mutant. Her sister saw her as the mutant or the Saranovus because she is the dreamer. at the time a sober dreamer. We will come on over to our Serenovus mathematician, who gave out her number, which is why I executed her. She told somebody that her mathematician number was 1, and that's not what a mutant would know. So, and hence had got killed. Catherine, who died at night, tried to use her question day 1. I stopped her because she thought it was an everyday thing. I should have let her go ahead and ask it, because then the demon killed her that night and she did not get to ask her question. Then we come to Solomon, our savant, who got some good information, actually. Despite being poisoned, he got, day 1, he got 2 correct information. He got, there are exactly 2 people affected by madness and 2 once per game abilities in play. Both were accurate. We had an artist and a philosopher, and then we had our mutant and our Seromad mathematician. His day 2 information was that exactly 1 evil is dead, or all townsfolk received incorrect information at night. Neither one of those was correct. Because he was poisoned. The next night he got, what was the name? Oh, yeah, 1 dead player acted at night, which could be a vigor killed pit hag, or that, what was it?
Or that the demon killed a dead player.
Or the demon killed a dead player, which they did. Vivian, our Nodashi, targeted the artist for some reason.
Big brain move.
Is that intentional? Yeah. So then the next day, he received Randall's information, which was that Vivian was not the demon.
Is that the next day?
Yeah.
Or the sage got killed.
Or the sage got killed. Vivian was not the demon, and the sage did not get killed. So the correct information was that Vivian was not the demon, because that night, Vivian the Nodashi killed the barber. And the barber's ability allows them to switch 2 players. So she chose to switch her and Alice. Alice was the Serenovus who became the Nodashi. And because she became the Nodashi, Solomon became sober. Yule became sober, but he was already dead. And Negan became poisoned. So when she checked Alice, she was poisoned, so she saw Oracle or Serenovus, when she should have saw Oracle and Nodashi. And Yule was our philosopher who tried to turn into the Oracle, but was poisoned, so he did not do anything. Anyway, that was your game of Sex and Violence. Thank you, guys. Question.
When I got executed, was that because I was talking to Mace and I said one?
Yes.
I was just nervous, and poor thing. I
Very
saw
much.
you struggle, and I felt so bad. But
We will see you guys next time.
Team 1. Yes. Alice was the demon at the end, in case it was not clear. The demon started.
Excellent job.
Good job.
I can't trust anyone around me.
Yeah.
So the true piece
I
of
knew it.
information was Vivian.
I knew these 2.
So Vivian's not the demon anymore.
So I Serenovus you twice, and then I Serenovus him as the mutant, and then I thought it would be funny to Serenovus real talk, right? Because you kept talking about
Dale
it
Serenovus because he was actually.
And then when you revealed
It's like, I think he knew kind of because I slept.
Vivian had Serenovus to begin as
The barber.
I did.
Guys.
And then when I killed Dale, I get the
And then when you came out as not being saved, it's like, is it still valid with Alice?
I kept saying,
Yeah,
you
the
guys,
demon.
it's either the pit hag or the
Oh, no,
barber.
but that's just that was brilliant because like the
And
heat
so I
was
was
all
like,
on
hey,
her,
much
and
more
everybody
than
says, well, it's a waste
tonight.
of time to kill me, and they thought I was there.
And then you can't, because I was told the demon can't
I
kill
think we could have
himself
had
to
this.
transfer.
I like this was because I was just kind of.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And then I think you felt me when I went like this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, good, good, good.
That was a good one.
Hey, what's up, Paul? How are you? Thank you, I appreciate that. Oops, just made a mess there.